What it do, fight fans? What's up, frontline in the building, bull riders in the building. What's up, guys? Man, we got a lot to talk about here in this episode here at Round One Sports TV. So do me a favor, hit that like button for me, subscribe to the channel. Let's hit this 5,000 mark tonight and get them 5,000 subscribers going. Let's see if we can get to that. So, fight fans, I'm gonna be playing Xander Zayas and Jerron Boots Ennis press conference today. I'm gonna let it run. They had a lot to say in the press conference. I got it all the way up to the point where they allowed the boxers to talk, and there was a lot revealed at this press conference. I feel there's a lot of answers that many of us had. And we're going to break this down. I don't want to let everything out right here, but fight fans, tune in. These are the two gentlemen we will be talking about. We're going to watch their press conference and we're going to go over what they had to say. So lock in. Let's get this episode started. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We got a big one on our hands right here. And in the words of Two Tone, is this a cookout fight? Is this a cookout fight? So, fight fans, I think it is. And it's a worthy fight. Um, and I like what happened at the press conference today. And if you hadn't had a chance to look over the press conference, shout out to Top Rank, for educational purposes. Hopefully they don't copyright me. I'm just trying to promote your fight between Jerron Boots Ennis and young Xander Zayas. So before I have Frontline come up here and share a few thoughts too as well, he's already in the building on the side there. Let me see if I can bring him up. We're gonna watch this, and I would like to discuss this too with Frontline up here. In fact, so I can have somebody's other than myself's opinion about what's being taking place here. So, what up, Frontline? How you doing? Let
What's
me set
happening?
this up.
Shout out to the chat. Bull Rider in the building. We got Jason Ayala in the building. And George Gonzalez. He says, peace, bro, from Chicago.
All right, all right. Peace. Chicago in the building. Wait. Let me put that up there like this, right?
Shout out to No More Talks in the building. Hey, No More Talk. We're going to get to that. We're going to play the press conference first. We will get to that.
Okay. We're gonna play it out here. And I want to, we're gonna listen to the two gentlemen talk, and we're gonna play this out. Let's go.
Now that this fight is official.
Uh, First of all, I want
Come on, baby.
to thank Virgil. I'm not Virgil. I want to thank Xander. And
Did he
his
just
team.
call him Virgil?
Yeah. I want to
Signs
thank
of
Xander and his team
nervousness.
for
Signs of
taking
nervousness.
this fight because he didn't have to take this fight. He could have went an easier route, but like my dad just said, I think he bit off way more than he could chew. And come fight night, y'all gonna see. I'm gonna show the world I'm the best in the world.
What do you think he doesn't understand
Come on.
about what it means to be in the ring with you?
Like I always say, you can watch me all day, but when you get in that ring, it's a whole different story. I'm a lot faster than what you think. I'm a lot stronger than what you think. My IQ is higher than what you think. He gonna be in for a long night, straight like that.
I've been watching some of your interviews over the last couple of days, and you've basically been saying that he's taking this for the money, that he's taking this because you're the biggest name at 154. You're the biggest fight at 154. Do you believe that?
I think, yeah, he took the fight, but if he's so confident, why ain't he take the 55-45 to the winner? That shows right there. Like I said, a great fighter, good fighter, but there's levels, and I'm going to show him why it's levels.
Maybe because I'm giving you the opportunity to two belts.
If you believe in yourself, you would have took the 55.
I get what you're saying, but
You understand that?
maybe a fight with you and Virgil could have been 55-45 to the winner. With a champion, I have two belts. I'm the only one that has two belts in the division. You want these? I don't need to fight you. I could have fought anybody else.
No, you're absolutely
Good
right. You ain't
point.
have to fight me. You could have fought somebody else. But I'm just saying, if you believe in yourself that
No,
much,
I believe in myself.
If the roles, if the roles were
Hold
reversed,
on, hold on, hold on, hold on. We gotta
Yeah,
address
yeah,
that.
yeah. We got to stop in point.
We
Yes,
gotta
we
stop
do.
right there. Yeah, I wanted to stop a few times, but I want to let it play out. Listen, they both confirmed that Xander did not have to fight him. So that big conspiracy theory that Top Rank sold him out, that Top Rank needed Xander to make the zone deal. Both fighters admitted. Jerron Boots Ennis himself said, yeah, you didn't have to fight me. You could have fought anyone else. He admitted it. And
Hey,
Xander stamped it.
and not to mention it. I know you didn't play what Eddie Hearn said, but
Not
Eddie
yet.
Hearn said no. It was before they started
Okay.
talking. What he said in that press conference was like, if I was Xander's promoter, I would have never took this fight. I would have given him, a couple easy fights here and there,
And he
waited a
did
couple
recognize
years,
that.
and and there you go.
Yeah.
So it goes to show you, like, he's like, Top Rank moves their boxers very, very well. And for Xander to come up here and accept the fight immediately, bro, that says a lot. LP Goodness in the building. Dwayne Styles. Saludo.
And that says a lot because Ed Hearn did touch on that, how Top Rank manages their fighters. And he was shocked that Top Rank was willing to take this fight. And from the beginning of this press conference, everybody acknowledged how eager Xander was to take this opportunity and this fight. Let's let this play.
I would have did the same. If you was a challenger and I had the belts,
I believe
I
in
would have took the
myself.
55-45.
No, yeah.
And to the winner.
You know for a fact you wouldn't. You would have taken care of your family the same way I want to take care of my family. And that's part of boxing. At the end of the day, I got to take care of my family. I'm confident that I'm going to beat you June 27th, but I'm the champion.
I understand what you're saying, but you're not listening. If you believe in yourself, you would have took the 55-45 straight like that.
Yeah.
No matter I understand you trying to feed your family, you trying to do this, you trying to do that. I'm doing the same thing, bro. You know what I'm saying, bro.
You see, that right there, I'm a little confused about that. When he says that Xander, it wasn't confident for taking the 55-45. What he's talking about is this: the winner gets 55, the loser gets 45. The way they're fighting, they're taking a 50-50 split, right? Okay. So what Jerron Boots Ennis is hinting to, that if you were that confident, why didn't you bet on yourself and take 55-45, right? Okay. What he's trying to do is get Xander to buy into that, because if Ennis wins, he gets 55-45. Now Xander's not playing with his paycheck. He's not in here. No, pay me what I'm worth. I'm going to take this. You sounding like you need money. Like you about to, like, you want to make it in your favor. So I don't know how you guys feel about that. I mean, do you really take that as a sign of fear, or do you take that as a sign of maturity, where as a young fighter, you're saying, no, this is what I'm asking for. This is what I'm standing on. But this guy wants me to do this 55-40. Look, I'm not here to play games with you. I'm here to fight you. So I would like to know what you guys think about that.
There's levels, and I'm really gonna show you why I'm like that. And if you really, like I said, if you really believe yourself, you would have took the 55-45 straight like that.
There's levels, and you're gonna be uncomfortable when it comes to June 27th. Promise.
I fought every style. What can you bring to the table?
All right.
What can you bring to the table?
You'll see what the 23-year-old brings to the table June 27th. You can ask one of your sparring partners. He knows.
Who?
He knows. He's sitting right in front of you.
You said what?
And he your sparring partner?
Who?
Omari?
No.
No,
You can ask him. He's part of the stable.
No, he no.
I don't know what
He's
you
part of
talking
the,
about.
he's part of the Mushroom stable.
Yeah, you
he knows
definitely part of
what I
the
bring to the table.
But like I said, bro, I'm gonna show you why. I'm gonna take them belts. The belts come back home to Philadelphia.
At the end of the day, that's what it comes down to. That's what it comes down to. And I want to see it.
I'm taking them belts.
And
they come back
that's
to
what it
Philadelphia
is.
straight like that.
Hey, you're supposed to think that way.
Ain't no think I know.
You're supposed to think that way.
Ain't no think
Everybody
I know.
has to think that way.
Ain't no think I know.
All right. 23 have tried.
So you, yeah. I'm not them bulls you fought.
All right.
I'm
not them bulls you fought either.
If I would have fought them same two guys that you fought, they would have been bashing the mess out of me, bro. It's levels, bro.
Yeah.
I'm trying to tell you, it's levels.
All right.
And you're going to see for yourself. And I'm going to make you feel everything. And I want you to keep that same energy.
I will always
Yo, is it me? Or does Xander look a little bit gordito?
He big right now.
He
He's
looking
big right
a
now.
little plumpy. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, Xander looks big. Look at Jerome Ennis. And he talking about them boys ain't him. That he didn't fight guys. Did Jerome Ennis ever fight guys that size that Xander was fighting?
Let me ask you this:
What do you think
is
that
it
you
me,
Yeah.
or does Boots sound like his talk, the way he's talking? He sounds a little bit on the nervous side.
Well, I'm not gonna
Voice
go.
is shaky.
Nah, I'm not gonna go as far as that. I like his, his confidence, that Philly swagger. Like Jerome Ennis is like you could see like that American cockiness. Yo, I can't front. Like I know what he's doing, right? So he's just, a confident fighter. He's just telling Xander, and Xander's telling him right back, yep, I'm June 27th, I'm going to bust your ass. Let's check it out. Let's see what they say.
I will always keep the same energy.
You wasn't keeping the same energy. You just was on some buddy stuff just now.
Huh?
No, when you came over here.
How?
You did. Come on now.
Bro, your dad, when we were walking out, he said, what's up? I said, what's up to him? I'm respectful. I'm not going to disrespect anybody.
We respectful for sure. But listen, you going to get everything you looking for straight
All
like
right.
that. Make sure you ready.
I'm always
Make
ready.
sure you ready.
I'm always ready, brother.
Yo, you believe
I'm
in
always
yourself?
ready.
You really believe in yourself?
I really do.
You making some money, you know you want to bet? You making some money, you know you want to bet?
You always want to bet on everything.
Yeah.
You always.
Because I believe in
Come
myself,
on, man.
that
I
much.
believe in myself too.
All right, well, so put something.
June 27th, I'm going to show you why I believe in myself. Simple as that.
All right.
There's no bets to be made. There's no nothing to be made. There's no take care of your family. I take care of mine. June 27th,
Simple.
I will show you
End of
why
story.
I'm the best 154.
In the story. I'm the best at 154. You know that.
We'll see.
You just want to.
But you mentioned
All right.
Did he just do some playground shit? Like, the game is played, I win. That's it? Did he just do that?
So explain to everybody, what is it about this fight? What is it about facing Jerome Ennis that you absolutely had to do?
It's always been about legacy. It's always been about legacy. Becoming the youngest ever, time with Top Rank, legacy. Becoming the youngest world champion at 22 when I did it, legacy.
Yep.
Youngest unified world champion, legacy. And now fighting one of the best in the world in the division. It's about legacy. Anybody could have taken the easy route and just went any other fighter, top 15, just get an easy W and that's it. Collect some good cash and that's it. I wanted to fight the best. I want to show
That's right.
that I'm the best every time I step into the ring, and that's what I'm going to do June 27th.
What's he doing?
Nice.
Well, you know how Geico saved us 20% on home insurance? Now the Gecko is here with another save.
Here was your problem.
Damn
Oh,
commercials.
absolute good,
Damn
Olivia.
It feels
commercials.
good to dive into savings.
though. Sorry, what?
Nothing?
It feels good to Geico.
LP Goddess in the building.
shoulder pain. Why not check out the Anaconda
Dwayne Styles in the
shoulder brace?
building. True Power Media in the building. The Sufaru is in the building.
Come on now. Where you got,
Fun Truck is in the building.
well, this ain't playing, it ain't working out for me right now. So let's just get to the episode here. And let me get to a lot of your comments and what you guys had to say about, look at this, and it popped up now. But anyway, From what we saw, you guys can go back and watch the full post conference between Xander Zayas and Jerron Ennis. I think a lot of things were said at this post conference. I like the fact that it
Press,
was
press,
very
press,
clear. Huh?
press conference. Post
Press
is after
conference.
the fight.
Press conference. Thank you. I like that it was very clear. The message was sent that I was not used as a pawn. I was a voluntary. I was willing to fight Jerron Ennis. He admitted I could have fought anybody in the top 15. I could have did anything I wanted. Top Rank was going to co-sign that. And you know what young Xander Zayas did? He gave the Philadelphia fighter, the American Philadelphia fighter, a very dangerous fighter, which most people are saying is the best 154 pounder in the world. So, I think that I commend young Xander Zayas for taking this fight right here. I know now that it was his decision, in fact. So on the night when they meet in the ring, I would know that these are two fighters that were willing to put everything on the line. You have to understand that Jerron Ennis is also putting his O on the line and his name. That his claim to fame is that once upon a time, they had to strip Terrence Crawford and give him the IBF title because Terrence Crawford allegedly avoided Jerron Ennis. Okay. So when you have so many people talking in high regards to the potential you should be. Now, Jerron Ennis has 35 fights with 31 big ways of knockout, and Xander is only 23 fights with 13 knockouts. Xander is a lot younger than Jerron Ennis by, I think, 5 years. Is it? Yeah, 23 and 28. So, but that doesn't say to the lack of boxing experience. I think that both men have been battle tested to this point in their careers with the people that they had in front of them. I can't go on what ifs or hypothetical. What would have Jerron Ennis looked like against this person or Xander against that person? Look, my honest assessment is that when I saw Jerron Ennis today and Xander, I can clearly see who was the bigger of the two men. It's Xander. Although they have Xander listed in BoxRec as 5'10 and they got Jerron Ennis listed as 5'10, that's not what I saw today. I saw Xander clearly more than an inch taller than Jerron Ennis. So, will that play a factor in the fight? No, but it's something to take into consideration. When there are a lot of these people are saying, can Xander take Jerron and his punch? I think he's a pretty big boy. And I think he's been a 154 pounder his entire career. You can basically call Xander a natural 154 pounder because he has enough fights at 154 to call him a natural 154 pounder. In fact, when all you have with Jerron is Lima. So I don't want to discredit either of these fighters and I don't want to sound biased because I know that I do have Xander in his fight. And then Puerto Rico and the belts are all on the line. So I'm asking you today, you, the boxing chat, the boxing world, to get and voice your opinion. All opinions will be heard. And I don't have to debate everybody, but I also want to know what you think. So I'm gonna allow my co-host here, Funline. We got a $10 super chat here.
Yes, we do.
What's up?
So we got Deep Woods. He says to drop the link, and then
Right?
Sufaru says props to Xander at 23. He doing more than anyone in boxing right now. I'm Puerto Rican and Australian. The super
There we
chat,
go.
Chang. Shout out to Chang with the $10 super chat. He said, "Love both
My,
guys. In my
my
honest
man
opinion,
Chain.
Boots win 12 round. Not easy fight for both."
Respect.
Joshua. Why is anyone surprised he wanted to fight Fandora and Ortiz? Meanwhile, Boots
Right?
wanted tune-ups and ducked. No more talks. Says Xander reminds me of Sid from Toy Story. Burning toys and shit action packed fight, but got boots. Bull Rider. Xander was wearing high heels.
Oh,
Xander was wearing high heels to go along with his blonde hair. Caroline, I got Zayas. Can't wait to see history and shut up the haters. True power. I want me compadre Xander to KO Boots, but a tough task. Caroline, proud of Zayas. Deep Woods, what's up, huh?
what's
What's
up,
up,
my
Pa?
people? What's up, my people? OG in the house. Was
Okay,
good. That was
okay.
good.
Salute.
So, hey, that was a good press. Hey, Sander is big, bro. Yeah, he's bigger. He's bigger, bro. He's
Yeah.
big. And I like the, like he's the champion, bro. He says I dictate the shit, bro. I
Right.
don't have to take this flip, bro. You know what
Mm-hmm.
I'm saying? I love that shit, bro. He just that's good, bro. I mean, hey, listen, he won me over today, bro. He
Yeah.
did. He did. He did, bro. I was little. He's a lot more. How you say it? Mature than what his age is, bro.
Mm-hmm.
You understand what in life
Right.
in life principles. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
The boxing's another thing, but as a life human being kid, bro, he's a lot more mature.
Let me tell
Very
you something.
articulate. Yeah, very articulate. Talks well.
Mm-hmm.
Both languages, which that shit is crazy.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah, so good for him. Yeah, he won me over today, bro.
You
He won
know,
me
you
over
know,
today, bro.
as a young kid, well, he's not a kid. He's a young
Yeah,
man. He's
yeah,
23,
young
right?
man.
Okay.
Correct.
So I apologize, Xander, by if I'm calling you a kid.
But
Um,
for us, he's a kid. You know what I mean?
he's a young man. He's a young man, right? But he's a young 23-year-old man that was raised in boxing fighting gyms.
That's correct. That is correct. He didn't. He been
He
on this
was
game for
raised
a minute.
he was raised around a bunch of egos, tough guys. We talk shit to each other all the time in the gym. We have fights outside of,
Hmm.
you live in this world where machismo is rewarded and violence is. You understand?
Hmm.
And when I saw him up there and I saw Jerron Boots Ennis doing that Philly intimidation, trying to act
It
like,
didn't work. It didn't
oh,
work.
you acting soft and everything because he was showing his father respect.
Yeah,
You
it
know, you
didn't
could
work,
see,
bro.
yeah, you could see that he was trying to get street on the young man.
It
But
didn't
you got
work.
to understand, you're never going to intimidate these fighters. You might be able to out-talk them. They could always be a
Yeah, yeah,
slicker
yeah, yeah,
talker,
yeah, yeah.
right?
Yeah. Free talk.
But
Yeah,
I
free
just
talk.
want the world to know what they're looking at. You're looking that's just like in a horror movie, right? The guy gets a brilliant idea to blackmail the killer.
Yeah.
Hey, buddy, you're gonna pay me $20,000. I'm gonna tell anybody that you killed that person. Are you really blackmailing a killer? He's about to kill you. You know what I mean? Like,
And the family. Yeah.
like, yeah, like, come on. Do you really think you're like the only thing you're at best might be trying to out slick talk him?
Yeah.
But
Hey, let me
Xander,
catch up with the chat, Edwin.
yeah, go ahead, brother.
Um, where he at? Oh no, okay.
No esté
Banksman
tomando,
says,
no
"What up
esté
with Boots
tomando.
hairline?" Chang says Boots got 88% KO versus 56% for Zayas. J Rod says Xander needs more experience. Christopher the Prophet says Xander is a big dude and in shape too. That size and his boxing skills might give Boots more issues than I thought. LP Goddess, Puerto Rican flag with a crown. J Rod said Xander is taking this fight too soon. True Power Media says Viva Puerto Rico, puñeta from a Mexican. Ill Will, ain't nothing to love. He took the safe bet. Scary. Work hard, chill. It says round one, you're attached to these fighters. Relax. True Power says Xander is daring to be great. Can't be mad at him for that.
Absolutely. That's a good one right there. Absolutely.
Mhm.
Vincent says, love the Latin culture. Without us, boxing would be boring. Fire
That's
emoji,
right.
Puerto Rican flag, Mexican flag, Dominican flag, American flag.
Let's get it. Let's get
Let's get it.
J
it.
Rod said he's too young. If he gets embarrassed, his career is over. I disagree big time with that. J Rod, we'll get back to that, J Rod.
Nah, you
I'm
want to
rooting.
answer that right now? I'm pretty sure the panel and you got something to say about that. Why don't you
Well,
start it off, Frontline?
here's the thing, and we've talked about this before.
Hmm.
Xander's 23 years old. He's not fighting a tomato can. He's fighting possibly somebody that's, depending on who you ask, but it's
Possibly.
it's it's on a lot
Possibly.
of pound for pound lists.
Yep.
So him losing doesn't mean his career's over. J Rod, we don't protect O's here. If
No.
you lose,
You-
we got to see how he comes back. But at the end of the day, his career is definitely not over.
Listen,
Hmm.
He's still young enough to make a comeback. I mean, how many greats
yeah.
have lost?
Listen,
Tito
we grew,
Trinidad, Miguel Cotto.
Yeah.
Edwin and I grew up in the era, excuse me,
Yep.
when Sugar Ray fought Benitez. Benitez fought Sugar Ray, Duran, Hearns, they all fought each other, right?
Yep.
And nothing really happened. They lost. One of them lost. And what happened? They came back.
Mhm.
And they were all in their 20s, like Xander is. It's not like Boots that he's 28. When that happened, they were all 23, 22, 24 years old.
Hmm.
You
Yo, D
understand what I'm
Woods.
saying?
Yeah, yo. See, this is the thing. Deep Woods and Frontline. See, this is the thing I have with boxing. When these guys are around each other and they don't fight each other, then you say that you guys avoided each other and that the best didn't fight the best when they needed to. But and
Correct.
then when they fight each other at their peak prime, you say they're not ready for the fight.
What are we doing?
I mean, and then you accuse we as fans we accuse these fighters of not daring to be great, not taking chances. Look at Abdullah Mason. He got himself in a position early in his career. He became a champion early. He took a big. Do I think that he's ready for it? No, I don't think he's ready for Tank Davis. But the same thing I'm gonna say about Xander. Listen, Ja. There's a point where we all, as men, we've said this to our parents. Yo, ya yo soy hombre. I'm a man now.
Yeah,
At
yeah.
17 or whatever, and we thought we were men. But if you wanna go out there and get a girl pregnant and do man shit, now you gotta be a man. It's
Yeah.
not that you wasn't ready, right? Okay, so when Xander went and got those belts, ya se acabó. It's
Yeah,
not if
yeah,
he's
yeah. The
ready.
baby step, yeah, the
No
baby
more,
steps.
no more
Yeah,
holding his hand.
no more
No,
baby
he
steps,
took
bro.
the
Yeah,
responsibility
yeah.
of
He's the
being a
champion.
champion in the
Correct,
division.
correct,
If you weren't ready for that response, you should have never picked up that belt.
correct.
If you weren't ready, he didn't pick up one, he picked up two. He stamped himself. So, Ja, it's not a
Yeah,
conversation.
he can't go backwards. He cannot. He
Yes,
cannot.
it's not
He
yeah.
cannot.
Ja, you want to
Yeah,
put on those big boy pants and you want to take on, you know what, kid? I respect that.
yeah.
I respect that, my man, because there's a lot of people in Xander's situation that would have never gambled on that.
He could have made
Richard
money. He could
Hitchens,
have made money.
where is
Yeah.
Richard Hitchens today?
Who knows?
Sufa,
Down the subway somewhere. I don't know.
Sufa,
Yeah.
and he signed to Sufa with Edgar Berlanga. I see Hugo in the back. I got you. He signed to Sufa, and now there's no 140-pound weight division in Sufa. That IBF belt is gone.
I don't even understand how that motherfucker's gonna run that shit, bro.
And where is Edgar Berlanga gonna fight? There's no
75?
168. There's only
75?
160, 175.
75. You ain't going to 60, that's for sure.
He
This
can
is
make 60
crazy.
though.
Yo, Sufa got 9 weight divisions. You guys know this, right? There's no 140-pound weight division in Sufa. It goes to 135, 147.
Yeah.
That's how it goes.
That's
It
a
goes
big jump,
160 to 175.
And these fighters ain't used to that, Edwin.
Yo.
These fighters ain't used to fight.
So-
You know, that's a lot.
So,
Yeah.
so if you sign to an organization that you own a belt in boxing, that in that boxing organization, that weight division doesn't exist. Man, IBF don't play around. They taking that belt so fast. And now, my biggest question was this. Did Richard Hitchens Doug Duarte to sign to go to Sufa and lose his belt?
Listen, it's so crazy, right? Because he was gonna get paid handsomely, and all of a sudden, all this shit happens and he wants to go. Zuffa must have put up a lot more money than what he was gonna get.
I have no idea. I have no.
Me neither. Because why would he do that though?
Yeah,
why would he
I
do
can
that?
imagine. So I can respect what you're saying. Yes, absolutely.
Why would he do that? You know what I'm saying?
Gentlemen, how you guys doing?
I'm good. I'm good.
What's good? What's good, my people?
What's good?
OG.
The boxing kangaroo. What's up, my brother?
Yo, that's the rotisserie man. That's the rotisserie man. That's my dude, bro.
What's going on, Deepwood? Hey,
Hi.
long time listener,
Can you guys
first
hear
time
me?
caller, bro.
Yes. J-Rod, we can hear you.
All right, cool. So listen, Xander, he's too young, man. I'm telling you, he's too
Okay.
young. You're going up against a guy like Ennis, who's 35-0 with 31 knockouts.
31.
Does he have
31.
31 knockouts? You got Xander, who doesn't have that knockout punch like that. You know,
Don't need it.
And what I mean by his career is over, obviously it's not really over. It's really not over. But Eddie Hearn said it best. A guy like Xander, you got a big following, you got a whole career ahead of you. You got to build them up. You can't throw him in the. Look, I give it to him. He's brave. He wants to be great. I get that. But he's got so much potential to make that bag, that money. And you're risking it on this one big payday when you could have like 4 or 5 big paydays. You know what I mean? So, and he's young. Why throw him with the Wolves right away? Why?
Yeah, but J-Rock, you're saying, wait, D-Wood, but J-Rock, I think you're kind of saying your answer in what you're saying. Because you're saying, why is he doing it, but he's so young? It's because he's young. Take a risk while you're young, while your career could suffer a loss. He can bounce back from this, move up to 160. You understand, J-Rock? Like, he is young, like you're saying. He's young enough right now. Look at Ryan Garcia. Off of a loss, he got a title shot, and now he's on top of the world. So if you're gonna take, but if you're gonna take this big of a risk, don't do it at your midpoint, at your highest point, don't you think? I think that he got to the position that he's in, and I'm listening to you, J-Rod, and I keep hearing you say, he's so young. And I'm like, yeah, he is. Wouldn't that be the right time? I understand as boxing maturity. Like he's young in that sense. You feel that Jaron's more seasoned. I'm with you. Yes, I agree. Maybe it's time for the kid to try to show us. And wouldn't this be a good measuring stick for him? I mean, if you get in the ring with a guy like Jaron and he really whoops your ass, you're gonna go back and say, man, this is where I gotta be. You know, he's getting good paid well, 23. As far as, maturity in the ring, he's not on Jaron Boots Ennis level there yet, but
there's a difference.
Go ahead.
Zayas is marketable, right? When you got a fighter who's young and not marketable, you throw him in the Wolves. Let's see what you could do, right?
I see what you're saying.
But you got Xander is marketable. He can make money. You could put him in there with a mediocre fighter, and he's gonna make money. Puerto Rican people are boxing fans, and they love their people. They love their boxers. So with Xander, you got a gold mine right there. You gotta treat him slowly. You gotta, like Eddie Hearn said, fight him in Puerto Rico, bring Bad Bunny, make some money, right? You're gonna throw him against the Wolves right away at 23. when you are around 25, 26, that's when your prime is in boxing, not 23. Very
Yeah.
few boxers.
I understand, but it's hard when the kid is the one that's looking for it. It's hard. And it all comes down to the fighter. I don't know if you've been out on fighters. I've been. It comes down to the fighter, bro. If he says yes, the fight's on, no matter who's behind him. If he says yes, I want to fight him. There's nobody that can say no.
Yeah.
It's up to the fighter, bro. It's up to the fighter.
To a certain extent. To a certain extent, because management will protect you from yourself.
Well, they did that. They did that already. They got him to a title.
Yeah,
He can't go back with Edwin. He cannot.
Right. Okay, but D Woods, check this out. Right? What he's saying, what J Rod is saying, right, is the same thing they did with Ryan Garcia. Once Oscar De La Hoya was trying to protect him, but Ryan was starting to fight with him, he said, "Fuck it, I'll let you fight Devin Haney," and he took a gamble with that fight. Right. Then Ryan goes and fights Rolly and shits the bed, right? But he has that appeal. He had that strong star status. Until he beat Mario Barrio, that he started getting some boxing fans. He had a different kind of star power, and Xander has like Mexican, like when your people get behind you. Yeah. That's what he's saying.
Yeah. I mean, but it comes down to there's nobody that can say no to him, bro. Even his trainer said it, though. He was the one that came up to me. I tried to say it, I tried to, and he said, no, that's who I want. If he said that's who I want, what are we gonna do about it?
Right.
Well, nothing.
Let's let boxing
the rule,
kangaroo.
The rule.
You know what, man? I just want to say that as an Australian, I've just done some DNA testing, and it turns out that I'm Puerto Rican, bro. I am team.
He's the man, bro. He's the man.
Let me tell you, I am Team Xander Zayas till these wheels come off. And let me tell you, there is no 23-year-old active in boxing today that is doing what this young man is doing, man. And you know what? Instead, he could have taken voluntary defenses for me, the title. But he turned around and he said, no, I'll take him. I'll take the one with the big mouth. I'll take him. I'll take that guy. Man, let me tell you, the kid's 23. If he gets beaten, this ain't the end of his career. Look at Costa Zoo. Costa Zoo got knocked out by Vince Phillips. What ended up happening with Costa Zoo? Become one of the greatest welterweights and undisputed, man. Like, I mean, the guy's 23, fellas. This ain't the end of his career. Mate, I'm just so, you know what? For me, as a 48-year-old Australian alpha male, I think it's still good to know that there are alphas in boxing today. And that young man, Xander Zayas, is an alpha male.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. No, listen, he said, well, nobody wanted to fight you because they thought you were the boogeyman. No.
Right.
Look, I didn't have to fight you. He said, I didn't have to fight you. I want to fight you. That's exactly what he told them.
Hey, yo, D-Wood, let me remind the panel and everybody else out there that this is a fact. Abbas Baru was considered at once upon a time the boogeyman. He was that relatively unknown fighter that a lot of fighters were trying to slide by. That Abbas Baru kid. I'm telling you, that Abbas Baru dude can fight. And the way that Xander fought him, I'm just saying, how much better, how much supernatural strength could Jerron Boots Ennis just come in here and just, I'm not seeing it. I think
I didn't see, Edwin?
I think that Xander's young, but I don't think Jerron just wipes him down like these people. I think he has a chance to win. I think Xander can win this fight outright.
I don't think his experience makes that much of a big difference. I don't.
Listen, guys,
I don't. I'm
gonna tell you.
What's up, J Rod?
When you got two really good boxers in the ring, one has knockout power, the other one doesn't. 90% of the time, the guy with the knockout power is going to win because you break him down. I'm sorry, but look, I'm rooting for Xander. I want Xander to win, but I'm just putting it out there. I don't think he's got what it takes to beat Ennis, and this is too young for too soon for him to jump.
All right. Would it surprise you Xander won?
It will surprise me. Yes.
Well,
Okay, that's
okay.
honest.
It won't surprise me though. It won't.
It'll
Yeah,
surprise
because
me.
you're two different fans. Yeah, but I respect what J Rod is saying.
Absolutely. Everybody's
Because
got an opinion, man.
yeah, no,
Everybody
no,
do
no, no,
boxing,
no.
bro.
100%.
Also, you know why this is great? Because I teach this on my show. We got to learn how to respect our rivals. Because without
Absolutely.
Jerron Boots Ennis, this fight ain't that big. So thank you for Jerron Boots Ennis for being who you are, and thank you for Xander for being who you are, and
Taking
for
this shit
giving this
on,
to
yeah.
me. Because
That's
I'm
what
gonna
I'm
tell you right
saying,
now,
bro.
I want to ask you three gentlemen on this panel: is this a cookout fight? Yes or no?
A cookout fight?
A cookout fight, because they
Yeah.
say there's
Yes.
level to
Yes.
fightings, like when you invite people
The,
over your
I know
house.
exactly what you
Well,
mean.
Is this a cookout
I will
fight?
get kicked out,
It
that's for sure.
definitely is. It definitely is, and
But
it's
somebody's getting
Nobody
kicked out
eating
of the cookout,
rotisserie
though.
chickens. Nobody eating rotisserie chickens with this fight, bro.
There you
We
go.
got
You
the
All
see,
right,
barb.
all right.
I got
We
that
got
rotisserie man going.
we
Hey,
got the barbecue.
here's a
We're
question I
grilling.
got for y'all.
Yeah.
Here's a question I got for including the chat. If Zayas pulls this off, are we gonna hear excuses that Boots wasn't that guy, or
Hmm.
Boots' resume was padded? I don't want to hear none of that shit. Cause
We don't want to hear it,
right
but
now,
it's going
everybody's
to happen.
hyping.
It's going to
Everybody's saying
happen.
Ennis is gonna beat the shit out of Zayas. So when Zayas wins, regardless on how he wins, whether he wins by knockout, decision, majority decision, split decision, doesn't matter. A win is a win. I don't want to
Right.
hear nobody come back and say Ennis wasn't that guy. His record was padded. This is his
I,
second fight at
I'll,
54.
Malonzo,
I don't
you're
want to hear
crazy.
nothing.
That's what we do, bro.
I'll
We're
call the
fans.
show and say I was wrong. You know what I mean? Because
Yeah,
I'm gonna
that's
tell
all
you
you
straight.
can do. Yeah,
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 yeah.
yeah. We ain't no
Look,
mind readers.
I'm
We can eat crow. Let's
Respect.
eat crow, bro. How you call it crow, right? I don't know how you got young guys do it. You can eat crow. I ain't gonna fucking eat crow. I'm just gonna tell you I love. That's it.
Hey man, let me tell you, in Australia, we eat all kind of animals, bro. We eat everything.
Road kill, side
Yes,
kill, any
We don't
kill.
care. We don't
okay.
care. But let me tell you, man, we're gonna have the barbecue firing for this fight, man. This is a great fight. Two
Oh
young
yeah.
dudes, two young dudes that want it, man. And I got to tell you, man, I'm loving the fight. I'm loving the energy. And if this is what we're getting out of a 23-year-old Xander, man, woo, can't wait till that dude's nearly 30.
Yeah.
That's another thing. Yeah,
Hey,
that
yo,
I
Frontline, can
like
you do
on the
me a
secular
favor,
fight too.
Frontline? Can you catch
What's
up
up?
to the chat? And if anybody out there wants to really get my attention and get your message read, just drop a super chat in the chat, and we'll
I
get
don't
right to you. So
I don't
catch
know.
up to the chat.
I don't know if it was me or the connection, but as far as back as I can go, Craig Opp says I got Zayas. It will be tough though. Um, he says unified champ Zayas. Mick in the building.
In the building.
It's not
Carl
gonna be easy, and that's my dude too. Mick, get it in.
Carl just jinxed Zayas.
Ah,
Ryan
That's
says
me.
Boots is going to beat the brakes off, dude. It's going to be bad.
I think
Me
it might
all
be.
right.
I think
Mio
it might
says he ain't getting beaten, kangaroo. Mick says Carl the alpha koala bear. Abaz called Boots out. Mio says Xander is taking Ennis to school. James says Zayas is going to school Boots. He's going to show Boots who's boss. Conwell too, and look what happened. Baru was better boxer. Says Mio. Ryan says, please let's not start making excuses. Oh, you never get excuses here. If Xander loses, we'll be on the very same day or the next day talking about it. We
Yeah.
ain't guiding, it's boxing. You
Yeah,
win
Yeah,
for
we
some, you
got to
real.
lose
move
some.
on to the next. I cover boxing. I got to cover the next boxing match.
James
Continue.
says Zayas is like Bivol. You will see. Mio says 100%. That's a good point because if you look at the Bivol versus what's that other Russian dude's name? Better Beef. Better Beef. I mean, he's not technical, but he's a KO guy, and Bivol with his jab got the victory. So
That's
I can see
that's a good
that
that's a good
happen.
point.
Oh, that's a
That's
good
a good point.
point. Yeah, that's a really good point. Arthur Benavidez came into that fight with 100% knockout ratio in the first Demetrius Bivol fight.
Yeah.
Yep.
Nah, you got me on that, but that's that 10%. You know what I mean?
Hey,
That's when I say
it's
90% of the time,
There
but
was no 10%
listen,
and
you're talking about
100%
two
knockout
master
ratio. You know what I'm saying? There's no error.
no, but yeah, but you're
uh
talking about two season boxers going at it. This guy's a 23-year-old man. You got to give him a little
All
bit more
right.
time, and
hey
then
J
I
J
think
Rod.
he'll do damage.
J Rod,
But I don't think
let me ask you this.
yeah.
What between the guy that Boots fought, Karen and Zayas, who's the better boxer?
Oh, Xander's better.
Between
Between Xander and Karen?
Yes.
well,
Xander's bigger. Karen's too small for Xander.
But who's
He
the
was
better
small for
boxer?
Boots.
He fought Boots. Yeah, he's trying to say he fought Boots.
Yeah, but he was small for Boots. Karen was small for
Oh,
Boots.
okay, the point I'm getting across is did he or did he not give Boots problems?
He did the first one. He did. Yeah, the first one he
The
did. That's
first,
what
he was
yeah, but
moving more the first one. The
styles
second
make
one, he was
fight.
more flat footed. He stood in
And
front of him too long in the second
Styles
one.
make
Yeah, but can I
fights.
can
and
I
he
just say
still
something
gave
on
Boots a
that Boots?
problem.
Can I just say something on that Boots rematch? Like, let's be honest, the only reason Boots rematched Karen was because he wanted to knock him out. That's why he
Yes,
rematched him. He wanted the knockout. Guess what he didn't get? He didn't
the
get that knockout.
knockout.
The knockout, yeah.
So, man,
um,
like, Boots gets lazy in the pocket, man. I've seen Boots very lazy in the pocket, admiring his work, being off balance. I've seen it all from Boots. Ain't no perfect magician. Don't get me wrong, Boots' skills are elite level, elite level. But I just think that that Xander's got a chance in this fight, man. Xander showed me
I
a hell
like
of a lot
that.
in that Abad
I
Farouk fight, man.
I
He
think if
fought well in the
Xander
pocket.
sticks to the fundamentals,
Yep.
I think he can beat Boots with just
I just don't
fundamentals.
see Boots isn't this defensive genius, fellas. He's not the Shakur
Right.
Stevenson. He's not, he's good on the back foot.
Thank
He can
you.
fight in the pocket. But man, he's got holes in his game, and mate, I hope Xander exploits them. And you know what, man? At 4-1 underdog, mate, my money's on Team Xander all damn day.
Right.
Hey, that's the Puerto Rican talking in you.
Hey, listen, and I'm gonna tell you what. Look, I respect what he says, right? And that's why I like the fact that you guys are up here too. And I like J Rod coming up here and speaking up for Philly and what he thinks and what he sees, because this is important. What does this all say? Look how tough this fight really is. Or look at the concerns and the and how we view this fight. Some of us see it one-sided for one guy. The others see it this way. So let me tell you though this, that I'm still standing on this, that I have to commend both of these fighters. Jaron Boots Ennis didn't have to take this fight neither. He's fighting a young 23, undefeated, confident, unified world champion that is bigger than him. He can see it. So this is Boots' moment. This is where he's saying, you know what? I've been waiting for my moment all my life. I'm about to show you. And then some of us feel that the only reason why you picked Xander is because he was young. He was a target. But we're not going to play you a violin. We know who our young killer is. We're not going to protect him. Our young man said this is the fight that he wants to fight. Well, then we're going outside and we're about to watch a fight. So I commend both fighters. I really do. From for all the men and women that dare to be great, to give us these kind
There
of
you
nights
go.
in
You just said
boxing.
it right there, my
Thank
man.
you.
Dare to be great.
Thank
Dare
you.
to be great,
Thank
bro.
you. Thank you.
Yo,
Koki,
deep
what's up,
boys.
huh?
Yo, what up, deep
What up,
boys?
Koki? What up?
Yo, what
Oh,
up,
my
what up, what
man,
up?
Koki. Oh,
Yo,
hey, listen. Hey, Edwin, hold on, man. What's up, my brother?
yo, what's
What's
up,
up,
man?
my brother? I need to say hi to my man.
Yo,
That's
what up,
my
what up, what
dude,
up?
bro.
How you guys doing today?
Salute,
Better
man.
now. Better now that you're here.
Yeah, you know
Yeah,
what's
yeah.
up, man. Man, I saw that press conference, man. Boots did that shit where you touch the belts. You know that's bad luck. You know that's bad luck.
You
Yo, Boots
know
fucked
that's bad
himself up.
luck.
Boots fucked
Hey,
himself up,
shout out to
man.
Sue Rue for becoming a member.
Yo,
Salute.
yo,
Salute.
that's my
That's my
dude,
dude, bro.
man.
That's my
Yeah,
dude.
that's my dude, man. From Australia, right?
Yeah, and the man
Yeah,
from down under. That's my dude,
he
bro.
Puerto Rican. Puerto Rican.
Yeah.
Is
On
it
this channel, he's Puerto Rican, bro.
is it his name is it his name Carl?
Carl, yeah.
So he's Carlos.
Hey, yo, they said Jerron Boots Ennis is Mexican. His real name is Botas. Yo!
But no, all jokes aside, bro, I give Xander tremendous. Yo,
Oh, I
dare
do.
to be great.
I do.
Dare to be great. Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
I agree with
Yeah.
Deepwood, and I want to give credit to Xander, but also his team, the way they're moving him with the social media, how they getting him out
Yeah.
there. They're really promoting him. So he has a good team behind him, and shout out to him because they've been doing that since he was a kid.
Mm-hmm.
Another thing, yeah, he's been fighting for most of his fucking life, bro.
Yeah.
That's a lot of experience, no matter how young he is, bro.
Yo, Frontline, didn't you share that clip?
different.
I think it was you or somebody here shared a clip of Zayas at 12 years old. He said, "I'm going to be a world champion at 12 years old." To have
Yep.
that mindset at that young, bro, is
Yep.
crazy.
Yeah.
He knew what he wanted to be.
Hey, I got a question for the.
I
I got a question for the chat and the panel.
What's up?
Off this presser, who do you guys think won this press conference?
I mean,
based on what you guys saw.
You can't ask a bunch of Puerto Ricans who you think
No,
won the
that's
press
what-
conference.
He
That's
won me
not going to
over.
work.
He won me over
I-
this presser, bro.
Edwin,
Come on, man. What you think?
Edwin, I
Come
could give
on.
it to you. I could
make
give
us
it to
look
you from an Ennis fan perspective. Like if I'm an Ennis fan, I'll be a little upset because why is Ennis talking about 55, 45? Why is he talking? Real quick. Why is he talking? Why is he talking about? Why is he talking about that? My bad. Yeah.
Go ahead, Cookie.
No, I was just saying, why is he talking about that now when the fight is signed and sealed and delivered? We already got the fight. So why is he bringing up the past? As an Ennis fan, like if I'm pretending to be an Ennis fan, right? I'd be like, my man, let's not talk about what's in the past, right? Let's talk about the fight. Let's keep it at that. So I feel like Ennis lost it more than he won it.
That's what Sanders said. Hey, I'm the champion. I dictate what I want. I choose to fight you. You didn't choose to fight me. I could have fought anybody. I choose to fight you.
Yeah. And you know what I took it? You know how I took it? It kind of made Ennis look a little thirsty when his conversations were based on money. Why do you take this money? Hey, why don't you make a bet with me and we put this much money on it? You
That's
kept
right.
reaching for like situations to do with money. You act like you need money.
Yo, and we got to
Xander's
keep
just
Eddie
saying,
Hearn back
listen,
too.
let's just take what they offered us. Let's just be gentlemen. You got a family. I got a family. Let's just fight. Meanwhile, the next sentence, you're trying to implement a wager on the bet.
Right.
Like
Exactly.
you look thirsty to me.
Yeah, I agree.
That's that's all.
And the thing is that Xander didn't take the hook, bro. He didn't bite, bro. You know what I'm saying? He didn't take the hook.
Man, it
So,
didn't
Man,
look right.
the only thing Xander got on him.
No, go ahead, J-Rob. My
is
bad.
his weight. That's it. The weight. I said the only thing Xander got going for him that he's got an advantage is Boots just moved up to this weight.
Yeah.
Xander's been fighting for a while at this weight. That's the only advantage I see. I don't see anything. And look, I'm rooting for Xander. I want Xander to win. I just don't see it, man. I think this guy Boots is a monster. I think it's just a little too soon.
A monster. Come on, man. A monster.
No,
He's a monster. 35 and 0, 31 knockouts. And the
That's
way
not
he
a monster,
boxes,
bro.
it's just not knockout power. It's skill with knockout power. It's not just knockout power.
No, he's not a
get that
monster,
straight.
though. If it was a monster, right, he'd be in the pound for pound at least in that list, bro.
Well, Woods.
Nobody wants to fight him.
Yeah, wait. Nah, J-Rod, you're not gonna get away with that. But check this out, right? He does have a monster knockout ratio in the percentage of 35 fights and 31 big ways by knockout, which indicates he only didn't knock out 4 people. Now, if we were talking about opponents, who did you fight? Did you fight the top echelon? You know what I'm saying? No, he didn't. He didn't get there. Then his career stalled out when his original promoter actually died. Then he had to go to court, fight that, and then now he's where he is with Ed Hearn. Now, so he's had a couple road bumps, no due to his fault his own, but the only reason the real boxing gods haven't stamped Sharon Boots Ennis is because he hasn't had those kind of fights. And if you're a 23-year-old, a 23-year-old is supposed to be your biggest challenge, what does that say about you?
That's what I'm saying, man.
Your dancing partner had to be a 23-year-old kid, young man. And that's what you're claiming.
Well,
That's what you're going after.
Well, you're going after Xander because he's Puerto Rican and he's got a big following and he's the next big Puerto Rican fighter. So of course you're going to go.
And you know
but I'm
what's
saying, Jerron, you should be a lot further. You should be a lot further. You should have been fighting a lot more champions by now. If we were to look up Jerron Boots Ennis right now in BoxRec, which I will do right now, in fact, right while I'm talking to you guys, and we go look up his history. How many world champions has he ever faced in those 35 big fights you talk about? So in 35 big fights, okay, check it out. In 35 big fights, he fought one world champion and knocked him out. In 35 fights. Now, Naoya Inoue has 31 fights. He fought 16 world champions and knocked out 13 of them.
That's the pound for pound monster. That's the monster.
Your guy got 35 fights. He's got 35 fights, but he only fought one world champion.
Why you think he's named the Boogeyman? Why you think he got that? Nobody wants to fight him.
You know
That's
what?
why.
I've seen in horror movies where the Boogeyman gets killed.
Well, look at what happened to Bakram, the Boogeyman of 54.
I mean, look at my avatar, man. I didn't even need to say nothing.
Matias.
Yeah, bro. And I was there for that one. Me and Corey.
Yeah, we both there.
Listen, I lost in the fight, and I almost got killed in the fucking in the rumble in the jungle outside of the fucking thing, bro.
Edwin, to add to J. Rod's point, right, and I understand your point too, because I made the same argument you made about champions, because I had to do with Dalton Smith fans and was saying, I said Matias, beat a few guys that were champs, right? But who did Dalton fight? And then sometimes, to J. Rod's argument, there were guys that didn't want to fight Ennis. We do understand that, right? But then also, Ennis was kind of, little sketchy with those other deals too, with the big fights. So, I'm worried about Ennis too, because, I believe he has superior hand speed to Zayas. I do think Zayas has things to make it tricky and make it real difficult for Ennis. But in terms of hand speed, I think Ennis is a problem. I think Ennis is a, world talent, and hopefully Zayas give us his best performance.
Well, so here's something Edwin and I talked about on the show previously. And just to get your thoughts on it, I don't know, see what you guys think or what your opinions are. But Boots has only one fight at 54. That being said, moving up from 47 to 54, not only is it a weight jump, but the gloves change as well. From 8-ounce gloves to 10-ounce gloves. Now, that being said, do you think that Boots is going to have the stamina, the endurance, and the speed? He might have the speed in the early rounds, but as the fight continues and he gets into deep waters with Zayas, do you think that speed is going to be there? Do you think his gloves are going to be up by his chin, or are they going to start dropping?
Absolutely, he's going to be more his stamina will be better than Xander's because he doesn't have to go crazy to lose the weight, right? He's remember, Xander's been at this weight, so he'll probably have a harder time dropping the weight than Boots will. So Boots will go into this fight probably with more stamina. Not only that, but he's skillful. Look, let's forget about the knockout. We got two good, skillful fighters. But I'm gonna keep it 100 with you guys. If you watch Xander's fights, he wins a lot of his fights in a great fashion. But it's not like wow.
Well. I
When
got
you
to
watch
push
Boots
back a
fight,
little, J Rod. I'm sorry.
Definitely.
hold on,
I got to push
hold
back
on
on
a
that,
second.
J Rod. And I don't mean to cut you off, but if you have the time, please go back and watch some of Xander's fights. He was brutalizing these guys on the rope, and the referee was doing their grocery list. They could have stopped these fights at any time. There
A
was a
couple
lot of
fights,
fights.
yes. No, not if you compare them both fighters and go through both of all their fights. You will be wowed more times with Boots fights than you are with
No,
Xander.
Well, you would
disagree.
be wild. You would be wild because Boots was fighting less opponents. You're gonna look like a superstar
Look at the
when
record. Look at the records
way
of his opponents.
ahead of your opponent.
Go to Boxing Rec. Look at the resume for Xander, and look at the resume for
Okay,
Boots.
why don't we? Okay,
Boots'
we're gonna do
opponents
exactly that,
have
sir.
less.
Here we
Yeah,
go. It's
go
going
ahead
on
and
the
do that.
screen right now. Look at the screen.
All right.
We're gonna be putting up Jerron Boots Ennis right here and Xander's box rec, and we're gonna go through it because that is the right way to do it. So let's do this.
Absolutely.
Okay.
All right.
This is Jerron Boots Ennis. He comes to us with a record of 35 fights with 31 big ways of knockout. He's 28 years old. He is ranked number 1 in the world. He stands at 5'10 with a 74-inch arm reach and an 88% knockout ratio. Okay. We're gonna look at his percentage now. Like on average, your competition is what you're talking about, sir. So let's see if he fought winners with winning records or losing records, opponents, real fast. So your first opponent was a loser. He was 1-9. Okay. We're not going to talk about, he's also a loser. He's also a loser. 3-12, another loser. 1-3, another loser. 2-4, another loser. You fought a winner here with 4-2. 3-4 is another loser, but your competition starting to pick up, pick up. 6-32, that's a pretty big loser. So on average, 3-18. Okay. Okay, let's just keep going. Let's just keep going.
That's a
Just
pretty big.
test out, just real
All right.
quick,
All right.
because
All right.
we
Let's
got to
go
do
right
this
now.
fast. We got to do this fast.
All right.
Okay, we went all the way down, all the way down,
19-0,
all the way
21-1,
down. Yup, these are good guys.
22-1,
Look,
30.
15-0. That's
Right,
a champion.
15-0,
The only
14-1.
champion you fought. Okay, now let's go to Xander's. Let's go to Xander's because he has 35 fights, so obviously he has more. Here's young Xander Zayas. He comes to us with a record of 23 fights with 13 big ways by knockout. He is ranked number 4 in the world as a Puerto Rican fighter in the division. He is number 1. He is 23 years old. He's listed at 5'10", but that number was taken when he was 17. I think he's more like 6'1". He has a 74-inch arm reach and he has a 56% knockout ratio. Real quick, let's just look at how many winners and losers did Xander fight. Well, the first guy he fought had a winning record. Second guy did. Third guy was even. Winning record, winning record. Oh, here's a loser. 2-5. Winner, 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 winner. Winner, 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 and then Jerron Boots ended. So he only fought a guy with one losing record of a 2-5. So that means on average, he was fighting winners.
Yeah, but winners with a lot of
Oh,
losses.
no, not a lot of losses. Your guy was 3-36. He never
But if
fought
you
a
look at the
guy.
latest-
Look at the losses: 2 losses, 4 losses, 3. Name me a guy that on his record he had over 20 losses, or at this rate, how about 10 losses? He never fought a
Look
guy
at
with
the
10
last-
losses.
None.
Look at the last 10 to 15 fights of each fighter. And you're going to see that all Ennis's opponents had 1 loss, 0 losses, 2 losses.
Okay, let's do your
4
theory.
losses,
We
1
got
loss, 1
17
loss,
and
0
1.
loss.
33-4, 20-0, 25-2, 34-4, 24-3, 26-4, 18-2. That's like far enough. Let's do what you just suggested. Let's go to him. Let's go all the way down to the last fighters on his record. Let's see. Okay, 14-1, 15-0, 24-2, 30-4, 26-1, 21-1, 20-0, 25-5. So he still beats him slightly, but he
What do you
did.
mean? No. So Boots beats him by the records of his opponents, because his opponents in the last 10 fights have only had the 2 losses, 1 loss,
Okay,
0
okay.
loss.
Yeah,
I would like you
but
to
J
wait, wait,
Rod,
wait, wait, wait. I got this. I got this, guys.
somebody at 47 versus
Hold up.
54.
Okay, check this out. I want to see how in the world does J Rod said then Jerron Boots Ennis wins, because it's obviously right here. Okay, check this out. So you mean to tell me you fought this guy? No one knows this guy. This is the only. Check it out. Check it out. This is your only world champion right here. That's it. That's it. That's what you got. That's what you got. And then you got Karen, David. Look, 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 look. And then Karen again. Look, just pay attention. Now check this out. How is it that his is better than, check this out. Look at Xander. Watch this. Look, look, look. That's a world champion. That's the number 1 contender right there that you fought for a world title. Undefeated fighter. Beats your 15 and undefeated guy. And Stanionis, which was your champion, he was only 15-0. He's 20-0. So how is it that he has 2 title fights to your 1?
That's all right, bro. He's just trying to make a point, but it's not gonna happen, bro. It's not.
Listen, at the end of the day, nobody.
I don't know how Jerron Boots' resume is better.
But at the end of the day, we've always said it on the channel. You can go back. We got receipts. We always said that Xander's toughest fight at 54 was Jerron Boots Ennis.
Oh,
We've
no
always
doubt.
said it.
Absolutely.
Nobody said
I'm nervous as hell.
But here's the thing, J-Rod.
I'm not gonna lie.
You're not gonna
fucking
sit
nervous.
here. You're not gonna sit here and convince us with an eye test. Yes, Boots is flashier. Boots is more athletic, if you want to put it that way. But that doesn't impress me. It doesn't impress round 1. It doesn't impress the real true boxing fans. What can you do versus your opponent when you're in that ring? And again, when he fought Karen the first time, he didn't look too good against a boxer mover. So the question is, we'll have to wait till June 27th.
Yeah. No, you're right. I mean, look, at the end of the day, if Xander does his homework and knows what game plan he's going to use that night, and he executes his game plan, and he definitely got a chance. Look, in boxing,
Shit
I
happens.
come from an era where anyone can beat anyone on any given day. You know what I mean? That's the rule that I've always. I've been an athlete all my life.
At the top level, we're talking at the top level, correct?
Yeah.
At the top level of boxing.
And let's not give these guys.
I mean, look at Buster Douglas. Buster Douglas, who thought he was going to knock out Tyson?
Why you got to bring that up? Those are old scar wounds that are still healing.
But I know it happened on my birthday. I know.
Damn.
But listen, it just goes to show you anybody can beat anybody on any
Oh yeah,
day.
man, that's true.
So look, they both are great fighters. It's gonna be a good night of boxing.
Absolutely.
I can't wait.
Yo,
All I'm saying
my bad.
is just that if I was on Xander's corner, I think I would have held him out a little longer to fight Boots.
Yo, real quick, guys, who's going to that fight? Who's going to the fight for Boots and Zayas? Anybody
In New
attending the
York?
fight? Yeah, Barclays Center.
Yeah,
bro. We're gonna have to bring out a whole bunch of Round 1 Sports Talk shirts.
Okay.
And show the Corillo. We about to show up. We about to show up and show out.
We're meeting up, brother. This time
Hey, yo, can we fly? Can we fly out Frontline? I know Frontline is in Florida, right? Or not?
Yo, listen, I don't know. Maybe a frontline might have hip replacement surgery that month lined up, or maybe
Man,
removing a bunion off his toe. I'm not sure, but I would love for him to be here. So I don't know. We'll see. We'll
I'm
see. But
definitely
I'm
getting a
definitely I
ticket.
gotta go to this fight. I
I'm
have
definitely
Yeah,
to.
going.
yeah. And I'm taking a couple of my freaking grandkids with me. So yeah, let's do
Oh
this.
yeah,
Okay,
that's what's
yeah,
up.
yo, me and D Boys are going to heal the Matias trauma that we
Yeah,
had
I
embarked.
need to. I
Ah,
need to. We need to kick Eddie Hearns' ass, bro. We,
Yeah, I would love to.
we need
I
to
got,
kick Eddie Hearns' ass, bro.
I would love to.
Yeah.
I got something here right now to help me heal with that Matthias trauma right now. I got something right here, guys.
Mira para allá. This dude always does
Oh,
this, bro.
Ah,
Yo, he gets
yeah,
it in all the time, bro.
yeah. Listen, look, that's gonna help real. It's gonna help me out.
there you
I'll
go.
get through it.
All
That
right,
was
man.
good, man. I love my people. Koki, I'm so glad I got to hear from you today, bro.
Yeah, man, I'm glad too. I was gonna hit you up on the Discord. Round one.
Hey, do that
I'll
anytime,
fill you
bro.
in real quick.
Anytime.
Round one.
Matter of fact,
So
on the
Mhm.
Discord, man, I'm gonna give you my digits, bro.
I
All
had
my
to step
digits, bro.
off. I'm gonna tell Round. So I had to step off Marco's. Marco Box. I had to step off his panel because him and I had a disagreement, and I was somebody talking shit about Puerto Ricans. I'm like, I'm gonna talk shit back, right? And then he kind of wasn't really all there, so I left. I was like, bro, if you're gonna find me on a podcast, find me on Round One Sports Talk.
Right,
Absolutely.
right.
Absolutely. I came on here. I said, I hope he's in the motherfucker. Because
Ah,
this
I
is
had
my
no
brother,
idea
mean,
bro.
that happened.
The only
I
reason,
had
yeah,
no.
the only
I mean,
reason
What happened, Goki?
I'm on the channel is
nah,
because of
it
him.
was
It's because of him.
Marco was letting some dude hate on hate on Puerto Ricans. I'm like, bro, like you hear this guy hating on Ricans.
Bro.
This guy's not even talking about boxing. It's just like fucking Puerto Rican hate.
Yeah.
Wow.
Like telling people retired and nah, man, you don't
I
do that
didn't
shit,
see it.
bro.
But anyway, yo, D Woods, to my man here, Jason, I can't wait for Matthias to come back. There was an announcement made. Frontline was breaking it. Frontline, could you
Yeah,
fill him?
he's expected to come back. He's already in training. He's expected to come back September, October. There's no solid date yet, but they're aiming for September, October-ish.
Did you see his
Yeah.
Instagram
I kind of
post?
figured he's got a good team behind him. They
His
weren't gonna
Instagram.
let
My
him
bad,
go.
guys. His Instagram post showed that he's gonna do an interview with Cesar Seda and
Mm.
a few other guys. He's gonna do like a comeback interview. He's gonna talk about like what happened at the fight. You know, so stay tuned.
Man, where's
I think he got
Camachito at, man, when I need
I
him?
think he got 2 or 3 good
Oh,
fights in him.
word. Machito would be perfect right now. Yo, shit, you could interview Matias and shit. That'd be dope.
Yeah. He's been on my show and shit, but like I gotta get, through Lorenzo and all them dudes,
Yeah,
man.
yeah. I mean, I'm sure they'd be down, man.
Yeah, come up in here and we talk to Matthias. It would be great to hear from him. I also wanted to talk to Keith Cologne, another young Puerto Rican
Oh yeah.
prospect coming up. He has a fight this
But
Friday.
yesterday I was hanging out with Mickey, bro. Mickey Ward and his nephew and Dickie.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, and Edwin, he knows your channel, bro.
Oh,
Really?
okay.
Absolutely. I asked, bro. That's my dude, bro. You know what I'm
Get out
saying?
of
And
here.
yeah, that's my dude. I worked for him in his corner and all that shit. And my man always never says no. But I respect it. Like he's not the type of dude that wants to be on the air all the time. He'll talk to you normal and everything beautiful. But he's more a little older now, so he's wiser.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? He's in that level.
Right.
But yeah, I'm gonna ask him when I'm gonna see him again. Maybe Saturday or Sunday because I'm going down to see my mom.
Yeah.
I'll see if he has some open space, and maybe we can get him on here, bro.
Yo, just give him the channel
Yeah, no,
thing and
he
tell
knows
him,
the channel, bro.
yo,
'Cause I
subscribe.
told him, bro.
He'll see
I
me and
told him, bro.
man, listen.
I told
That
him
would
he
be an
was
honor. That would be an honor.
They all like you crazy Puerto Ricans. I say, yup, that's the chat.
Yeah.
Yo, Deep was.
And his nephew,
Yeah, man.
I didn't know you was kicking it with Mickey Ward and them.
Mm-hmm.
That's cool,
Yeah,
man.
yeah. He's
Hey,
Hey,
Cologne is
Koki,
the truth.
Kermud,
Yeah.
Kermud has a something for you right there. He says, they hate on everyone on Marvel's show. Get out your feelings.
I mean, frontline. I find that funny because this guy writes that, but he's never on the panel. So who the fuck is this guy in a Conor McGregor voice?
That's another thing.
Who the fuck is
I
this
don't understand
guy?
why people just.
Like who
Who's
the
this
fuck are you,
guy?
man? Like you're never on the panel. Like are
Conor
you
McGregor
lurking?
them.
Are you lurking from the
Who the
shadows and
fuck
shit,
is this
taking
guy?
notes?
Hey, check it out though. Check it out. What I saw at the presser today though,
Mm,
I saw a confident Xander.
okay.
I saw confident Boots. Um, I ill will. I was just about to say that, but so ill will says if Xander wasn't worried, he would have took the 55-45 to the winner.
That's nonsense, bro. That's
Listen,
nonsense,
ill
bro.
will,
Well,
as a champion,
Yeah, he can dictate whatever he
you
wants, bro.
call the shots, not your challenger.
That's
Now,
stupid. That's
that
stupid,
being
bro.
said, I think personally, Xander was more than fair by doing it a 50-50 fight.
Yeah, by taking that
shit,
fight.
Xander was
By
more than
taking that
fair by
fight.
taking the fight.
And by
Yeah.
taking the fight,
Frontline.
exactly.
Can I ask Ill Will why does he think a 55-45 for Ennis? What's the logic behind that? Based on what?
No, no,
Because
no,
remember,
no, no. Koki, to clarify, it's not for Ennis. It's 55-45 to the
The
winner.
purse.
Okay, guys,
for the
gentlemen,
winner.
gentlemen,
Okay,
gentlemen, gentlemen, gentlemen. Listen, when you wanna like win more money or sucker somebody in on a bet, it's because you feel confident in on yourself. So what you're trying to do, that's called hustling.
Hustler. Yeah.
See,
Cotton
Xander's a
Bobby, bro.
businessman. I said the fight would be this and this. This is what it is. See, Xander lives by a different creed. He lets his yeses be his yes and his no's be his no's. What Jerron Boots Ennis is doing is trying to hustle him. And he kept implementing wagers. If you think you're so good, why don't you make another wager? You looked a little thirsty for money. You weren't
Go
concerned
look at
about
film. Bet on
how
yourself. Bro.
you're gonna
Go
beat
look at
him,
film. Bet on
or
yourself.
or why you, Jerron Boots Ennis, why you feel you are deserving at least for this match. What you focused on was money and how he came here and he was trying to be like friends, all buddy buddy, because he said hi to your dad and showed your dad respect. See, that's why I said that bully mentality, that street hustler mentality, it's not gonna work
Not
against
with
Xander.
Xander, anyways. No. No.
It's not gonna work. So that's why I said that. Go ahead. And I want to know each one of you what you guys take away from this uh post fight conference frontline.
Lucky, yes, we've said it before, but Eddie Hearn is not gonna do that. Lucky says Zayas should have fought Kelly, less drama and a third belt. Um, what was the question, Edwin? I'm sorry.
Like, what did you take away from all of this? What was on,
Press
your
conference.
perception about the fight and like that?
I
Because we know who
I
you got,
I got Zayas hands
right?
down.
So,
Win, lose or draw. That flag fly high on my end.
mhm,
That being said, I don't discredit Boots at all. Um, I just think, that in all honesty, it's a 50-50 fight. I'm not gonna sit here and sugarcoat it. We know as fans of the sport, not just an individual, we know Boots is a very, very talented boxer. We know this. But we also know Zayas is talented in his own ways as well. And like people say, styles make fights. There's always a style out there that would counter the opponent's style. So all that
mm,
flashy shit,
Fact.
I think that Xander can nullify the flashiness and make Boots fight the fight that Xander wants.
fight his
Now,
fight.
not now, I can see it the other way around too. I can see Boots being flashy to the point where Xander can get frustrated and fall into the trap. I can see that as well. But I think Xander's young enough and thoughtful enough to know not to fall for the trap and stick to his game plan.
Mm. Deep Woods, tell me what you think.
Me,
Would you take
what
away?
what I took out of it is the maturity that he showed me today. Like
Okay.
he didn't need, he let little words sound so big, right? That he didn't need to say much, bro. What he said was perfect. I'm the champion. I didn't need to fight you. I don't have to go because if I'm the champion, I get the belts. I dictate what I want. You can't tell me what I want. That's the best thing he told him, bro. You know what I'm saying? And also what I noticed that he's bigger, like bigger. I'm not saying he's bigger, bro, than Boots, bro. Bigger. Yes. So I
All
like
right.
that maturity the young man had. I loved it.
Okay. J Rod, what'd you take away from this? And what are your thoughts?
I mean, I think Xander showed some confidence, but also, a lot of it I think is just him trying to, and he don't need to, but you gotta sell the fight,
Right.
right? So I think that he looks bigger, he's confident. Um, and I think Boots was more of a, kind of laid back, like, he might think he already has this one. But I look, I want Xander to win. I think he's young, and I've been saying that, but I think this is if he wins this, man, this is gonna catapult him to the top, like way to the
Yeah,
top.
superstar.
And this will be the biggest,
Superstar,
up
man.
there with,
Yeah.
yeah, with the biggest Puerto Rican fighters ever. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It'll put him in that level. It'll get him up there.
Uh,
So I mean, it's a great fight. I think it's gonna be action packed.
Yeah.
Will it go the distance? I kind of do see it going the distance. I think, I don't know if Boots can knock him out, but I think Boots will wear him down. But again, I'm going for Zayas, so we'll
okay.
see.
Cokie,
I
your
mentioned it
thoughts?
before. I think the winner of this fight would definitely be on the pound per pound list. They're going to be known as the guy at 154. And, I'm going for Zayas. My heart is going for Zayas. Uh, my brain is telling me it's 50-50. I do admire Anderson's hand speed. I admire, what he does in the ring. I think he's a tough challenge, and I agree with you guys. It's the toughest fight for Zayas at 154. I agree 100%. But I think Zayas has the tools to negate Anderson's offense. I think Zayas could do things to make the fight look ugly, also make the fight look in control. I see I see Zayas utilizing veteran tactics in the ring too, with the clinch, with a lot of things that people were complaining about when Zayas fought Jorge, what's his last name again?
Perez.
Perez.
Perez. Yeah, yes, yes. So people were complaining that Zayas was clinching. It's like, no, he was effectively using the clinch to get his offense off and score points and win that round. Zayas knows how to win rounds. I've seen Ennis lose rounds to guys like Karen. Ennis. I've seen Ennis lose rounds to guys like Karen and rounds to guys like other dudes. It's like, they shouldn't be losing these rounds, And I could see it being a UD, for Zayas, and hopefully, you know, um, it'll be a great fight too. It's gonna be packed.
Yeah.
Hopefully you guys are there too. You're gonna have people from Philly coming through. You're gonna have people from New England. You're gonna have people from Connecticut, Jersey, Puerto Rico, West Coast. It's gonna be dope, man. So I can't wait for the fight. June 27th is around my birthday too. So summertime in New York is the best. If you guys
Get
don't
that up
know,
to me, bro.
you already know. But yo, real quick to my
Get it
man,
up to
my
your
man in the
uncle,
chat
bro.
talking about that he watches the stream. Yeah, you watch the stream, but you're not on the panel. So stay quiet and stay in your place, brother.
Okay, so I've heard all you gentlemen talk about, you know, what you thinking in the fights, your worries, your concerns, and what you took. Now I'm gonna talk about um what I think is concerning in the fight for both fighters. My concern is Xander's looking a little heavy right now. He looked a little round in the face, and I had to be honest. I was wondering if he's going to have a tough time making this 154. He is 23 years old, and at 23, I could eat anything. I remember those days. So let's see how that plays out. My other concern is for Jerron Boots Ennis. He didn't look that big. He didn't look that filled in. He looked like he was wearing big clothes to hide the fact that he needs to get a little bit bigger. Now, when both these fighters rehydrate on fight night, what is Xander going to come in on fight night? Now, those are just some of my concerns. Just like my concern that I can't avoid the Jerron Boots Ennis is really skilled. To the panelists that said, will Jerron Boots Ennis keep the high guard? I don't think so. I think Jerron Boots Ennis is going to divert to Jerron Boots Ennis, and typically right around round 6, he drops his hands. He has a tendency of showboating and staying there, and it's very effective. It's really hard to judge a person's hands when they're coming from their hips. It's actually worse for the other guy, because up here I could see it coming like this. You can fake with your shoulders, so he gets dangerous and flashy. Another panelist said that Jerron Boots Ennis likes to stand there and now like and watch his work. He likes to stay in there and too long in the pocket, and he gets hit. One of the biggest concerns with Xander was that overhand right. He really hasn't corrected that. Abbas Baru was tagging him in Puerto Rico with that overhand right. So I bring these concerns to you guys that young Xander, although young, acceptable to getting hit. Wait a
So
minute.
we are.
Am I there? Am I there?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm right there.
Yeah.
Okay.
You
So he's
good?
never been knocked down. So he's been battle tested. He's been clipped big. He's been showing that he can take a punch. The only evidence we do have for Jerron Boots Ennis is a Lima fight that did not last one round. I don't got enough information. How long can he maintain that, Jerron Boots Ennis, through a course of a period of rounds? Is he going to translate to the weight good enough? And is his power going to be there? Well, he punched the shit out of Lima.
Yeah, but
So,
Lima was coming up. Who
Yo,
is Lima? I'm saying.
yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
I know. I
And
know,
when
but this is just the things I'm bringing up. These are just some
Yeah,
points.
yeah,
That's
yeah.
and
it.
when may I answer ill will? He's mentioning how Karen only lost 3. I mean, Boots only lost 3 rounds to Karen in 24 rounds, and he's using the excuse that Boots is drained. That Boots is drained at 147, right? And that he only lost 3 rounds. So it's like, here's my argument: Zayas is 100 times of a boxer than Karen, and
Yes.
it's not even close. So if you're losing 3 rounds to Karen, you better fucking hope you only lose 3 rounds to fucking Zayas. You better hope to God. You know what I'm saying? Don't bring that drain shit. That fucking excuse of like, oh, he's drained. Stop that shit, man. Every fucking fight is drained. This is boxing. Making weight is fucking hard, man. Do you know what professional boxing is? It's not you just show up to the fucking fight. Oh, I'm gonna be this weight. No, you gotta fight for that weight, man. You know what I'm saying? Everybody's drained, man. This is fucking
Listen,
boxing.
sometimes the hardest part of the fight is making weight.
Hey,
That's
real
Exactly.
quick,
Yeah.
real quick. We got a stalker in
I
the
told you
chat.
stories, bro.
We
Oh
we
yeah,
got a
yeah.
stalk.
Frontline, take care of that, bro.
We got a stalker in the chat. Maribel, welcome to the Puerto Rican channel. We know you're built like a construction worker. It's okay. Talk your shit, but come up with new shit. You say the same shit on Pro Box. You say the same shit on all these other chats that you be on. Come up with some new shit. Until you do, go make me my money.
Yo, Frontline, even
That's
better.
it.
Tell Maddie Bell to come on the panel. Like, tell Maddie Bell
Hell,
to come on the
Mighty
panel and
Bell.
Hell no.
That loco,
tell this bitch ass Kerma G on 8. Tell him to
hey,
come on the panel too. Don't be in the chat. Y'all scared.
Maribel's avatar is SpongeBob SquarePants. That's how she
There
looking.
you go. Yeah. Oh man. Anyway, man. Yeah.
Oh, shit.
Yo,
Y'all are
Yo,
bad.
but
J
shit,
Rod,
make them wait so high, bro.
J Rod, what do you think about this matchup between the style clash, Ennis being, I think Ennis is more athletic. We could agree with that, right? So um
Yeah, but so what I'm gonna say this. You look at Xander. He's been fighting at the same weight since what 2021, I think. There's a time, especially at his age, where you grow. You grow, and it gets harder and harder and harder to make that weight. And look at um what we saw today in the he was fat, he was big, he was rounded. It's gonna be a problem. I think it's gonna affect them. I don't think Boots is gonna have to drain that much weight. So when you don't have to drain that much weight, you feel better the day of the fight. I mean, obviously there's other factors, what you're eating and your diet and all that, but physically, I think Xander's gonna have a tough time making that weight, and it possibly will affect him in the fight.
that's a fair point. I want to
So
ask you guys too. How did Zayas look against Baru in terms of physicality? Like, did Zayas look drained against Baru, or is that something
No,
that we're waiting for later on? For an
Well, he didn't
I,
show
I
it.
see,
He
I
had a
see,
good
I see
gas
where
tank.
J Rock, I see where J Rock coming from
He did had a gas
because
tank though. He had a gas tank with the last fight with Baru.
no, 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 no,
Yeah, his last two
no.
rounds were great, bro.
They were great, but you can tell after round. I gotta agree with J Rod on this one. After round 8, you saw Zaya slowing down big
Well,
time,
obviously you got to catch a second win. It's boxing,
and
bro.
yes,
Right. I mean,
But
but his
that
tank
goes
was
to
there at
due
the
to
end.
in part of the pressure that Abbas Baru was putting on him.
correct. That's
Tank.
what I was gonna get at next. Now it depends on what Boots brings to the table. If Boots is just gonna be on his back foot with all the flashy movements and shit like that, he's not gonna wear Zayas down. Zayas will apply pressure, but he's not gonna chase you. You know what I'm saying? He's gonna cut the ring off where
yeah,
he's gonna make you feel uncomfortable. That being said, I do agree with J Rod. This can hurt Zayas
yeah.
if he cuts way too much weight, and then to rehydrate, is it gonna be a healthy weight cut? That's where
I mean, he's got a good team though. He's got a good
he
team that been doing that shit.
yeah,
So you know
and
what I mean? It's like,
yeah, but the was the older
yeah,
you get, the harder it is to
body
lose the
change.
weight.
Yeah, body changes. I listen. I seen Cotto fucking con Churrita when he fought freaking. We bring Paul up to fight him, and Cotto was fucking had the runs, bro, on the weight scale, fucking almost falling off the scale, bro, because he was so weak.
Hey,
And
ill will. The
he said
link
right
is in
after
the
that,
chat,
yeah,
Bob.
right after that, he
yeah,
said, "This is
man,
my
this
last
this
fight
guy
at
this guy
140."
is writing spicy essays in the fucking chat for like
Listen,
45 minutes.
my man
I,
said,
I,
"This
I
is my
I know
last
I
fight
know
at
your fingers are
140, bro."
tired. Come on the panel, man.
Hey yo, George. By the way, I wrenched you up. So while we're in here talking, George, watch the chat and watch for any stupid real comments like that. And ill will, yeah, I would love for you to come up here and educate us. That's why I dropped the link.
Yeah,
So
man.
feel free.
It's the hardest part is making weight, bro. You're absolutely right, bro. I mean, I seen fighters, bro. I mean, at least they fought, but they shouldn't fight. They lost fight, excuse me, because they should have lost it on the scale and not get their ass kicked, bro. You
Right,
know what
but
I'm saying?
To J Rod's point is where he said that Xander's the one that has to really cut weight, whereas Boots is moving up.
Yeah, but sometimes
And
sometimes it's different, man.
no.
Sometimes when you're not,
I
you can't
get it,
handle that, bro.
but I
Sometimes
get
with those pounds, you're not used to them pounds, bro.
Bobby, I get it, but again, to J Rod's point, Xander has to work harder to lose the weight. Don't get me wrong, I got Xander 100%.
No, I'm not even. I'm not even talking about that. Is that that weight cutting stuff and moving up? That's a fight in itself, bro. Both
Mm-hmm.
ways. You
Mm-hmm.
know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Hell
Both
yeah.
ways.
Santos. What up, Ba? 0.5 speed in the building.
Yo, what up,
Yeah,
Santos?
I gotta bring this up because this is my boxing channel and it's also an
Hey,
educational channel.
Ryan, we will not jump you. If you want to come up, bro, you're more than welcome. We're not
Hey
gonna jump
Ryan,
you.
we black too,
Come
man.
on,
We
bro.
all family.
Yeah,
Let's put this knowledge,
yeah,
bro.
we good.
There's
Come up here.
some black Puerto Rican beef. We not Mexicans.
You know what I'm saying?
Now,
Tell
you've been
tell us what's
Mexican, you
on
would
your
have definitely
mind. Say
got
it with your
jumped.
chest. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
You'll be all right.
this is a Mexican panel. You definitely get jumped, but Puerto Ricans, we
Hey,
cool, man.
Santos got a point. He said Boots still like 200. He got to cut a lot too.
You think so? He look a little skinny.
He did
Yeah,
look
Unless
skinny,
Did
but
Xander's
Santos
really that
did,
big.
yo,
Xander
did Santos weigh him or something? Because
Xander walks around 175, 180 ish.
Nah, he
190, bro.
look bigger than that.
190, bro.
yo, Edwin.
190.
I don't think Zayas look that big. I think it's the hair, bro. I think the hair make him look like a
Nah,
fucking.
bro.
Nah, you
That
gotta look at
his
his
face
Yo,
look
face.
big,
yo,
bro. I'm
he got the
197.
he got the Rikishi hairstyle. Remember Rikishi from WWE?
Nah, bro, you're not gonna dress that shit up. He had them hamster cheeks. Stop
Come
it.
on, man. He got the
Hey, yo,
Rikishi.
he
even
had the round
Jerron Boots
face. He had the
Ennis
round
was
face.
saying, why you need 16 weeks? What do you have, a fat weight cut? And he
Come
said,
on.
nah, it's only 12
Yo,
weeks.
tell Zayas the baseball classic's over. Team Puerto Rico, we got bumped, man, to get out the blonde hair, man, because that
Yo,
blonde hair is not
man.
good luck.
Matter of fact, I just
Yeah,
got this from
if
Zayas. You know what I'm saying? Good looking, my dude.
yeah, no lies. Xander had a little double chin peeking through that little
Oh,
hole.
Yo,
come
he
on,
had a
man.
little something, but
Yeah,
he's
yeah, he did.
23 though.
Yeah, he'll
That's the
cut
only
weight easy.
thing. When you're 23, you can do that kind of shit.
It'll catch up to him eventually, though. It will.
Eventually, but not at 23. Yo, he can go run a mile, tirarse un peo, and there's 5 pounds.
Uh,
At 23, come on, bro. The weight used to just fly off. Stop
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
No, it's true. It's true. But he's been at that weight for a
Yeah.
while, for years. So that's where I'm saying it's gonna be a problem.
Mm-hmm.
You know, when it's new to you, like for Boots, you have an easier time. But look, what matters is what's in the ring, right? When that the day of the fight is how you feel in the ring, how good you rehydrated. And look, if Boots is smart, if his corner's smart, they're gonna take Xander a little further into the fight and play that little defense in the beginning and then turn it on after the fifth, sixth round. And I think that might be a good game plan. Tire out the
Yeah.
I think Boots
Yeah.
got to push the pace, bro. I think Boots got to push the pace, bro. Go on the front
Gentlemen,
foot. Yeah, I
gentlemen,
think so.
gentlemen, be on your best behavior. Let's hear the man out. Ill Will is in the building.
Okay, Ill Will, let's get it, bro.
Will,
Ill
what up, Ba?
Let's
Will, what
get it, my
up?
man.
Ill Will, you there?
Yeah, you got me?
Let's
Yeah, I
get
got
it.
you.
Uh,
What's up, brother? How you doing?
no, I'm chilling. No, what I was saying was number one, like, if you lose 3 out of 24 rounds, you don't need an excuse. No one makes an
Mm.
excuse for losing 3 out of 24 rounds. And it's not an excuse to be drained. Like, the dude's way too big for 147. He was staying to try to unify. He didn't even want the Karen fight the second time. He tried to move to 54. Conwell turned him down, and Boachuk turned him down. Remember?
Mm-hmm.
He's made it known 3 times in the ring after the Abanesian fight and the Karen fight that he can't make this weight. Well, he can make the weight, but he can't perform well at the weight. He's losing his pop. He's losing his power. We watched this dude at 23 years old put on 10-ounce gloves and beat the hell out of Juan Carlos Abreu, who went on the scale at 157 pounds. Like, Boots got power, dude. The first thing you lose, like, he's on an IBF rehydration clause trying to chase around a dude that doesn't want to fight, and he's running around like crazy. You can say what you want about Karen. Karen has over 200 fights. He was a Ukrainian Golden Glove national winner, and he joined Hurt Locker at 16 years old and trained with very good fighters. The dude's not a bum. People just don't want to fight him.
No. We never
So
said he
that's
was
all
a
I'm saying
bum.
about that. I just hate when and my main thing is I just don't like when people downplay Karen because Karen's a really good fighter and he's going to get a shot.
He is. He's got a
But
good.
Will, we never said Aaron. We never said Karen
No, I'm just
wasn't
saying in
good.
general because that's
Yeah,
what a
just
lot of
in
people. I'm not
general.
saying you said it. I'm just saying in general, like a lot of people. Oh, he lost 3 rounds to a Karen. He won 24 with a Karen. Like Karen's a bad dude. Now, my issue with Xander Zayas is exactly what you said. Like I like Xander, even if he lost at the age of 23, doesn't mean nothing to me. I actually like the fight because I know he's going to go to 60 after this.
Mm-hmm.
I think he's just taking the money and keeping it moving.
You think so? You don't
And
think that if the money was right for Josh Kelly, that if Ed Hearn lost his best fighter, he because he got 2 shots at Xander. He got Jerron Boots Ennis, he got Josh Kelly, Ed Hearn. So you don't think he would
so
negotiate something with him to keep him there?
So I hate the fact that Hearn's trying to talk to Fundora right now with Kelly
Okay.
because Fundora's going to take them belts and not fight anybody.
Really?
He already made it clear he has no interest in leaving the WBC. He doesn't care about the other belts. He just wants to lineal
Right.
with Virgil.
He did say
So
that. Yes, he did.
I don't know why Eddie Hearn's even talking to him. I don't like that because now you're screwing over your own fighter with Boots.
You think that Eddie Hearn is running a little fast? He's already counting that Jerron's going to definitely win this fight, so he's already looking for a fight for Josh Kelly for one of his other fighters. You think he's moving too fast?
The move for him would be for Kelly to just take a voluntary and
Okay.
make good bread over in Europe. You know what I'm saying? In the UK.
All right.
Get your bread off Kelly out there, build the belt out. Then if Boots wins this fight, if he was to win it, you send Boots out in the UK and fight him. Take the Spence game plan. Take all them fighters from Europe, bring them back over here, force Fundora to fight you for $7 million and whoop his ass for undisputed.
Yeah, because I
On
don't
American
think that
soil.
Ed Hearn is going to put Josh Kelly against Boots. Those are both his fighters. It's an in-house fight. We've seen that before, but I'm not sure if Ed Hearn would do it.
Is Kelly going to be a superstar, or is he just a star in Europe and you can just steal it?
See, that's a question Josh Kelly would have to answer.
Right. So that's why I kind of think like what you were saying, like Eddie Hearn's kind of running a little fast.
Well, he's an Olympian, and in London, Olympians make a lot of money.
Right. Right.
You know what I mean?
That's what I don't think. Does anyone think Josh Kelly could be
about the Karen thing real quick? I know you mentioned it 3 out of 24 rounds, but if there was a rematch in a fight and you think the guy won 3 out of 24 rounds and it was a fucking rematch, right? Both won 12 rounds, right? Like maybe it wasn't that close to you, but to most people, it was a lot closer than 3 rounds. And even if it was 3 rounds, no one gives a damn if Karen had 2,000 amateur fights. This is professional boxing, not amateur boxing. Big difference. Hold on. If you've been in the ring, you would know amateur boxing, pro boxing, 2 different sports. And on top of that, Zayas is a different level than Karen. So even if it was 3 rounds, in your opinion, most people agree it was more than 3. But still, it was a 24-round fight with a guy. You want to call him B level? Okay, maybe he's B level, right? But that's not going to be. That's not enough for like a unification fight. We're going to be on the 27th of June. So,
well, to both of you, right? Check this out. Do I think that Karen is a better fighter than Abbas Baru? I don't think so. I don't think he is. And to your point about the 24-3, okay, that was one of those fights that obviously the score didn't tell the story of the game. You ever watch a game and it looked like it was closer, but it was really a blowout? What happened in the 4th quarter? The coach letting his third string, and you guys just scored 3 more times, and it looked a lot closer. It was kind of one of like those fights with Karen, where that, yes, they're saying that Jerron edged out most of the rounds, but a lot of people were saying that if I can recollect and think back to that fight, that there was a lot of moments of just being still. It was because of Duran Boots Ennis couldn't put it into that second gear that he couldn't even cut the ring off to trap Karen. And they started saying that they exposed Duran Boots Ennis, that they started saying that was a flaw, and he was forced to fight him a second time. So it was one of those fights that on paper, yeah, it looks like a blowout, but that didn't tell the story of the fight. Now, did it? And then in regards to, let's just once and for all, I kind of think that actually both these guys, even though that Jerron Boots Ennis is a little bit further along, their careers and who they fought, they're kind of like sort of even. The only difference here, my only concern is that I got to acknowledge the equipment change from 8 ounces to 10 ounces. And as the rounds go on, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, I've never seen Jerron Boots Ennis in deep water at 154. Now, I know what he looks like at 147. I know who he is. I know exactly who he is. But that's a tricky one. That's a tricky one. That's where the equipment changes, and I think that them little 2 ounces, brother. Listen, when I used to train, they would put those 12-ounce gloves on me. That shit felt like 1,000,000 pounds. And on fight night, you put those little 8 ounces. It felt like I was punching too fast. I was like, right. So I get it. I get the training and everything. But after a while, man, your technique, your block, the holes are a little bit smaller because with 10 ounces you could block more. It's just a different fight. And the only person that I know that is used to it is Xander. So at least there's some things that make this fight a lot closer. So when we talk about Xander being young, Jerron Boots Ennis is moving up in weight. He's giving up something. He's coming into a new world. So for what he has in skills, the young man has already been there. It kind of evens things out for me anyway, a little bit. So it doesn't make it that scary. So I could see why Xander took this fight. Shout out to Xander.
Hey,
And
Edwin, shout out to Mr. Miyagi, $5 super chat.
my man,
He's on his coffee again.
is
He
he?
says he says Zayas would never take the Cuddy fight. The UK judges on point for their boy. Yo.
Hey, yo.
Yeah, but Kelly's a non-factor. Kelly's not. I mean, I don't even know why we're talking about Kelly. I think he's a UK star. That's it.
Yeah, well, that at least he's that.
Say
At
I'm
least
wrong.
he's
Say I'm
that.
wrong.
Well, J Rock.
Yeah, but I mean, look. I mean, he lost to he lost to David Avanesian, right? He got TKO'd in the 6th round, and I think
And
that guy's
Jerron
not even
Boots
that
Ennis
good.
beat him.
Yeah. So I mean,
But J Rock, to be fair, he went and he fought Bakram and beat him and took his belt.
Yeah, I wouldn't sleep on Kelly, bro.
Yeah.
And
My thing is-
I could see him failing, but then I could see him like upsetting people also.
he hasn't done anything that makes me think he's.
I mean, you don't consider the Bakram win, the newly belts did anything? Isn't that a start to something? At least let's say he's at the start of it.
Yeah.
Now I do agree with you, J Rock. I do agree. I don't see Kelly being a factor at all.
Really?
But we do got to give him credit for that Bakram fight.
Yo,
We got to give him credit for that Bakram fight.
Yo, Kelly took out Bakram, and now it's like that's. I mean, I get you guys though. I get it. Sometimes you can't hype up one fight, right?
All right. Well,
let me ask you a question real
I'm
quick.
willing to give him the start, damn it. At least with that, he beat the boogeyman. I'll give you the start. I got to give you some respect. And then to those guys out there that be saying that I be going crazy over like, the fighters or whatever. If you haven't noticed, it's the belts. I'll keep reminding you, it's anyone who has a belt. That's why I still talk good for Josh Kelly, and I will talk for Dalton Smith, because it's just I know how hard it is just to get one belt. There have been men in boxing that have been boxing 10 years and never got their call yet. You know, just win one belt, man. Just one. And we're talking about guys that are unified champions in multiple weight divisions. Like we forget how hard it is just to get one. So it's not me always going crazy for this champion because he's Puerto Rican or that or this. No, because it's obvious with the Japanese guy, you know. If you haven't noticed, it's not the guy. It's the belts. Like, how dare you say this guy sucks? He's got a fucking belt. I can't allow you to say that Rolly sucks. I can't.
Yo,
That dude with that, I'm so jealous of him. With those skills, he's a 3 division world champion. Let that sink in. Yo, he
quick
chased his
super chat
dream.
for from Billy Cruz. Billy Cruz 718 super chat $5. Xander's gonna fuck up Boots with that super jab. He got Xander by masterclass decision. Billy Cruz, salute.
Salute. Thank you for that $5 super chat. Yo, I think so. I think that jab is going to be a key in this fight for Xander, and I don't think that Boots is that hard to hit. Listen, these guys are actually talking Boots up like he's Shakur Stevenson. Jerron Boots Ennis doesn't have Shakur Stevenson ability. He's not that fast. He's not that good. I mean, you guys are talking like, oh my God, Xander bit off more than he can chew. This is crazy. He's gonna get whitewashed. And I'm just like sitting there going, okay, yeah. I don't know what the hell Xander was thinking. And there's a part of me, and then I'm just saying, this kid really don't give a fuck. He's a real fighter, Xander. And he's just like, if you guys really think that this guy's that good, put him in the ring with me. And that's exactly what he did. So, man, listen, there ain't nothing I can say about that, but he's not moving like Shakur. I think Xander's jab is going to be just fine. Now, whether or not he could take Boots' punches, that's something I got to see. Now, I've already seen this, where that the smaller guy moved up in weight and was way powerful than the guy that was already there. Keyshawn Davis moved up and fought Jermaine Ortiz that fought worthy opponents and Teofimo Lopez and Vasily Lomachenko. And Keyshawn made him look like he shouldn't have been in that ring with him. I saw Hamza move up to fight Edgar Berlanga. And if you didn't tell me which guy moved up, I thought Hamza was the bigger guy. So I've seen situations where that the guy moves up and translates well. That's an answer I don't have for you. The only way I'm going to be able to determine that is on fight night. Because all we got from Jerron Boots Ennis is half a round of information. I don't got nothing with that shit.
Yo, the chat making me laugh, Edwin.
What's up? What they saying?
The chat is cooking, man. Billy Cruz said Boots is no way like Shakur Rivera Stevenson.
No.
And Ryan Jackson's getting on you about the Shakur comparison. And then Melvin said y'all definitely Puerto Rican biased as fuck.
No, we're fucking outer space fucking guys.
Because I'm saying that Boots, it doesn't move like Shakur, like the way they're talking of Boots, like if he's this lightning fast dude that's gonna be too quick, too fast for Xander's slow ass. That's what they're saying. And I'm sitting here saying, yo, Jerron Boots Ennis is not Shakur Stevenson. Where Shakur Stevenson is one of the less hit few fighters in boxing.
Edwin, you know what's scary about Ennis though? He likes to fight. Like he genuinely likes to fight.
Yeah.
Like he and I think he has that grit, and I think Xander got to be ready for that shit, man. He cannot get into a fight with him. He cannot.
You think so?
Boots will take a couple punches to get in there.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
the
And he don't mind that, man. You know, he's Philly tough. He's not some finesse. You know, that's why he's not Shakur. You know, he's not this Olympian finesse guy. He wants to get in your grill, man. And Zayas got to stay away from that.
Yo, low key got his pick in early. He
I will,
says
bro.
he's got a majority decision 116, 112, 116,
Easy.
112, and 114, 114 from the Philly judge.
This dude out of
Yo,
control, bro.
that's crazy. Facts.
Yo, he wants a Christmas gift, bro.
Wow, 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 wow.
So I do
Oh,
believe the jab's going to be an important thing in this fight. Whoever wins the jab is going to work off the jab, and they're going to control distance. They're going to control pace. I think they both have. I think they
you're
both
right.
have a nice jab. They do both have a nice jab.
But I think
I think
Pace
Xander's
is
is a
gonna have a
little
lot.
snappier. I think Boots is a little more powerful. Go ahead, my bad. Yeah.
No, but I think Pace. You're right. Pace is gonna got a lot to do with this fight.
Yeah.
Correct.
Yo, and I just want to publicly come out and say this, that if you see me at the fight, I'm probably going to be with my sister. And you're going to probably notice she's going to be draped out in Philadelphia gear, okay? Because my sister
yeah, she's Philly. She's Philly.
in Philly, all right? And we have the boxing gym in Philly. So this is gonna be a tough one for me, you know, because like I want to rock with Jerome Ennis, you know, he's a Philly dude and everything, but you know that Puerto Rican blood, bro. Like this is getting a little, you know. Look, I expressed. I don't know why you watch boxing. I don't know if you watch it just to see somebody get knocked out. Okay, and that's cool. I watch it for a little bit different. I like the legacy about it. There's one thing I've never saw a Puerto Rican man have 3 belts, and Xander was right there. Now, do we have other champions? I understand at the 105 and 108 when in Collazo, you know what I'm saying, and in Chulo Santiago, but I wanted it in the glamour divisions, in the big boy divisions, so that the world really stamped it, right? So leading the way was Xander. And I don't, you know, some people say, before I die, I want to see my favorite team win the big game, right? And I see what they felt like because we're this close. For me, actually witnessing that for the first time in my life, and it was Xander. So that's why this fight pica un poco. It stings a little because they had to go get Philly, Jerron Butenis, to try to stop us. You know, and I took it that way because, you know, as far as the gentleman that said, if he beats Jerron Butenis, he goes into that Hall of Fame category of Puerto Rican fighters. Well, yes and no. He goes into that as far as this era, the era that he's in, he would technically become the best Puerto Rican fighter we have in this era right now. That's where he would go. As far as going down as one of the best Puerto Rican fighters, he has a little bit of work to go. When you got fighters like Felix Trinidad making 17 consecutive world title fights on his belt, on the IBF at 147. And you got fighters like Miguel Cotto is a 3-division world champion. So he has a little bit of work to go, but he has some accolades.
Tito did that in 5 years.
Huh?
Tito did that in 5 years.
Yeah, I know.
17-time defending champ in 5
That's crazy.
years.
Yeah, yeah. He's not there yet as Xander, but the good thing he's 23 and he got a lot of years ahead of him. You can add 10 years on 23 and that's just 33. So imagine what he's gonna do, you know. So he's got some time to edge his name, but he did so far become the first Puerto Rican born, island born Puerto Rican champion to unify on Puerto Rican soil. Then he was the youngest. Then he is the youngest fighter, Puerto Rican fighter, Top Rank has ever signed in history. So he does have a lot of first little accolades. So he has a good start for the young man. And that's why this fight in particular, I express, pick who you want, back who you want. But for me, I'm rocking out with the island. I This is something we chased, and if Jerron Boots Ennis is standing in the way of that, well, then run his ass over. That's how I feel because I
Hey,
want to see this shit.
Mr.
I feel you on
Miyagi.
this.
Mr. Miyagi says that Eddie's gonna make sure that there's a UK judge. Mr.
So
Miyagi's on his coffee.
what I was getting at earlier, right? Round one was
Yep.
So at worst, right? So say he does lose the boots.
Mm-hmm.
He goes up to 160. There's only one person that gives him an issue at 160.
Who do you think?
Yo-Yo.
Oh.
And who's the best person to set him up experience-wise for Yo-Yo?
The best person?
Boots
Jernabek?
Ennis. I'm saying Boots and experience-wise, they both have a big tool bag on the offense. They're both switch hitters. They both jump angles in switch positions. So he would get great work off Boots
To
for
prepare
Yo-Yo.
you for Yo-Yo.
Right.
That's a good
and not
point.
for nothing, Xander's prime is going to be at 60. That's where he's going to make his legacy.
You think
He's
so?
going to go to 60. He's going to go to 68. He's going to kill people. Yeah, look how big he is, man.
Yeah.
His power's been coming, and now it's kind of.
Tough.
I feel like he lost it a little bit last fight. I think his power was more there during the Perez fight. That hook was snapping. I think he lost it a little bit,
No,
and I
he
seen
had
him
to
slow
take
down a little
off
bit
the
in like that
power a
8th
little
round.
bit just to touch Abbas Baru.
Right.
Baru was slippery. He was, he had a second gear.
Yeah, he
Abbas
started
Baru is
stepping
what
over
I
a little
call.
bit. Yeah.
He's a professional drowner. You think that you're fighting him for the first 6 rounds at his
Right.
speed, but it's like a full speed. And then all of a sudden, when he's like watching you unload, and then he just starts. It could be terrifying fighting that kind of style that Abbas
Yeah, he
Baru
wants to
has.
take you deep and then try to drown you real quick. Right.
Yeah, he's and then
He'll switch
so
his speed, his
Xander.
timing, his balance, everything up on you. Right.
Yeah, Xander took off the power and decided to punch with him and stay speed with him.
Right.
So yeah, he couldn't extend on Abbas Baru. Abbas Baru would put your lights out. He's a real road warrior. He went on the road and won all those fights, Abbas Baru, and his belt. So
Right.
yeah.
And even that Telez fight, he beat him off 18 months layoff?
Mm-hmm.
And Telez was supposed to be the one to beat him. So, I mean, I gave it to him there. But yeah, I just think I can't wait to see him at 160. I think he's a great fighter. My concern is honestly like just his size. I don't know how he's gonna look.
160 is not a walk in the park, though, man. I don't know why you say.
Because I like his
tear up.
power and his speed and his timing. His punches are going to be snappier. Like he's going to be better up there at 160.
But you're gonna face a lot of fighters that have that power already. That is gonna equal or be superior to his. So I don't think 160 is that easy though. Like you make it seem.
I'm not saying nobody's making
obviously-
anything seem easy. I'm saying you can't be you until you're full size, like into a fuller size. Like I mean, weight does cause issues.
Yeah.
I mean, you
Mr.
could say
Miyagi.
you could say whatever, but weight does cause issues.
Yeah,
You
it
have to
does.
move up
Hey, yo,
eventually.
Mr. Miyagi, thank you for the $5 super chat. And Mr. Miyagi's real question is how the hell did Jerron Boots Ennis' hat stay on his head? You know what I'm saying? Hey, yo, listen, what's that, What's his name? He's fighting with 50 Cent all over social media.
Papoose.
The rapper there. What's his name?
Papoose.
Papoose.
Nah. From the South. T.I.
T.I.
Gerard Boots, Ennis, and T.I. They hang out with each other. Yo, T.I. be having his hats. They be like right here. I don't even know how he does it. He just puts his hat right here. That's crazy. But
man.
yo, look at the nervous energy from Jerron Boots Ennis today at the press conference. When starting the press conference, he said, I want to congratulate Virgil Ortiz. Xander Zayas. Yo, where's his mind?
Wait, you think he wasn't sarcastic?
I think he was sarcastic. Yeah.
Nah.
I
mean, I don't know.
I think he's lit up.
I'm not sure. Is Jerron known for being witty? Is he a witty guy?
I've never seen him being like witty like that.
I don't know.
Maybe
I don't know. Maybe I don't know. He's trying to say.
He messed up, and he's going with the troll. He's like, but wait a minute, it sounds like this. Let me go with it. You know what I mean?
Oh man, nah, man.
I thought it was a jab. I thought it was a jab.
You thought it was a jab? No, because you remember, if it was a jab, why did the guy remind him you were just talking about Virgil and he confirmed it? Yeah, you're right. You see? So if it was a jab, he wouldn't have tried to correct his mistake.
Right.
He would have been looking stoic into the camera saying like, come on, I'm trolling.
Yeah.
That's
Edwin,
what
by
gave
the way,
it away for me.
It will say he lost connection, but he appreciate the time being on the panel. You made a lot of good points, and we'd love to have you on the panel again.
Salute. Yes, absolutely. Stop by anytime. Yeah. Yeah, man. So yeah, man. So that's what I thought about that.
Yo, Edwin, read that comment from Ryan. Ryan Jackson is funny.
They call that cooking your hat is.
It's nah. Outcast, we're just playing. We don't think he's that nervous. It's just funny. Press conferences are always funny, man. They always a little funny moment.
Yo, listen. I think he had a little bit of nervous energy. I think that Jerron Boots Ennis was trying to like get into Xander's head. He was trying to use that like Floyd Mayweather tactics. That old American intimidation. You know how we do, right?
I'm not sure if you've seen it. I'm not sure Deep Woods or J-Rod seen it, but Zayas was talking about somebody he sparred. He's like,
You know who it is. He said, you know who it is. He's sitting right there.
Wait, was that Amari Jones?
They denied it. He said, "No, that's not my sparring partner, whatever." And Xander was so I thought maybe Xander might have thought that guy was his sparring partner. Or you know what would be real interesting? If anybody, and I mean anybody, can say, wait a minute, that guy did spar with Jerron Boots Ennis, and we can prove that. Why would you deny it? If he's calling out your sparring partner, right there, what if he was and they was denying it? So that would mean y'all fronting.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So
by the way,
I'm just not gonna go on Jerron Boots Ennis in their word.
Your boy Low Nose Boxing wants the link to the panel. I could try to drop it, but
as long as no four kings. As long as no four kings.
Yeah. You're right. Yo, I was gonna ask J-Rod and the Deep Woods and Edwin. I'm gonna ask you guys if you could pick 2 sparring partners for Ennis and 2 sparring partners for Zayas. Who would they be?
My first sparring partner would be Terrence Crawford.
Yo, I was gonna say that.
Yeah, my first sparring partner would be Terrence Crawford.
That's all you need.
And my other sparring partner would be the Charlo twin.
Oh, nice.
He needs to work.
Well, they can't be drunk though. They can't be drunk.
Yeah,
I know, but still,
at
Charlo
154,
twin,
that's nice. I like that. I like that a lot.
To switch it up, because Terrence is going to give you all the skill, and Charlo's going to bring the power.
I think he's in the camp. I think Terrence is in
if I was Ennis, I would hit up Josh Kelly. I mean, you can't do that, right? But somebody who fights like Zayas, like a slick, boxer mover.
Hey,
For
they were
somebody for
saying that.
Zayas, for Jerron Boots Ennis,
Yeah,
okay, I would have.
I was gonna say Josh Kelly, but you can't do that because they're division
He's not
rivals.
gonna. Yeah, he's not.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, definitely not. A
But
champion is
Edson,
not
they,
gonna
they
be a
say,
sparring
they
partner
say
for
that Terrence
nobody.
Crawford is in his camp. Yeah, he's in Zaya's camp, bro. In PR right now.
Terrence Crawford.
Yes.
What? Come
You
on,
know what?
man.
Okay,
Yes,
okay.
yes,
Listen to me, guys. Listen to me, guys. Okay, check it out. Right. If I was Jerron Boots Ennis and I wanted to bring in guys to would emulate um Xander Zayas, to tell you the truth, I would try to get Abbas Baru because he has experience last with Xander. And then I would try to get a skinnier version of him, but that moves kind of. I would get that kid Tellis.
Oh wow. Okay.
If I was Boots, I'd go higher in weight and go like for a Carlos Adames
Oh wow.
type of box.
Okay. Low
I
key
would
mentioned.
Reason being is
Yeah, but Carlos is a champion. I don't think he would do it. These guys that I
Yeah.
mentioned, I think might do it. Abbas Baru is no longer a champion. He had the experience with him. And I think that Tellis would be a little skinnier and he would move fast, but imitate kind of that Puerto Rican style.
Yeah. I'll read the chat for you guys. Low key said Lara at once, bring Lara, for sparring. Ill Will said Caleb Plant, and Cut Creator said if I was I would bring in Bad Bunny to spar. Whoa.
Hey, Caleb Plant ain't a bad one, bro. Caleb Plant ain't a bad one. He ain't. He's not. Caleb Plant, that's
no,
bro.
he's not. Yeah.
Caleb Plant is down bad, says
What happened to
George.
Plant?
He got skills for sparring. He got skills. But hey, supposedly he's got the best one, and Terrence Crawford. That's what they're saying in the island, bro.
Yo, that's big news.
Yeah, well, when you stroll and look it up, you're gonna see it.
What do you guys think about fucking Edgar Berlanga and Richard Hitchens signing to Sufa?
Who Edgar Berlanga's gonna have to go almost to heavyweight, okay? Because he's not going down to 60.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying?
Frontline told me today that he thinks that that Edgar Berlanga might try 160, and I was like, I'm not sure about that.
Oh man.
He can try.
I don't even want him to do that, man.
Hey, Koki, you know there's only 9 weight divisions in Sufa, right?
That's what I was going to ask. Who is he going to fight?
I don't know, but now, how about Richard Hitchens? There's no 140 division in Sufa. It goes 135, 147. So they're gonna take that belt.
I would say the winner of Conor Benn and Prograis.
They're fighting at 154.
Oh man.
No, so Hammer Hands is fighting on May 10th against James Perella. So if Hammer Hands wins, that's my nephew, by the way.
Oh, okay.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. So it looks like Hitchens might be in line for my nephew.
Let it get it. Let's get it, Hammer Hands.
So, but wait, Hammer, wait. So that'll be at 147.
147.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Yeah. So he's fighting a tall guy on May 10th, James Perella. I mean, he's undefeated. So, it's a task at hand.
Okay.
So God willing, he wins. Then
is that next month?
Yeah.
Oh wow.
We saw what happened on Sufa with Robert Mayweather and Troy, where Robert Mayweather was like, Sufa's gonna be the next little shiny thing, and they put him in with this Troy.
This unknown.
Yeah.
Yo, that's why I'm saying, if Edgar Berlanga and Richard Hitchens think they ran to Sufa to get easy fights, their whole thing is, their motto, their slogan is putting you in with the best right away. Whatever the best they have.
Money. I think he took the money, bro. Tell the truth.
Well, I see it benefiting Berlanga more than Hitchens,
Okay.
right? Hitchens, I think he's kind of established. He's undefeated. He's got more value to his name,
Right.
right? Berlanga, he's going to bring in the crowd,
Mhm.
right? I think that's why they got Berlanga more is for his popularity, and he's going to bring in people. But I think there's still more for Berlanga too. I
Right.
think that last fight he had, he got clipped. He just couldn't recover. I think if he fights him again, it might be, it might be a little different.
Mhm.
I think Berlanga still got something left in him. So
No,
we'll see.
ain't gonna be different. Not with Saraz, anyways.
Yeah,
It'll
but
be the same
okay.
thing.
Can I talk about something?
Yeah.
What about their future? I mean, for how long do you fight in Zuffa? Do you really fight all the way to the chop to get the Zuffa belt? Do you
Well, you
really
get three
think?
fights. You
Do
get
you
three
really?
fights.
Okay. Let's play this
Yeah.
out. Let's play this out.
Yeah.
Let's say Edgar Berlanga wins his next 3 fights for Zuffa. The third fight was the Zuffa Championship.
Yeah.
You take that belt and you bring it in Las Vegas and you walk in one of those Las Vegas casinos, and the real
Nobody noticed.
champion
Nobody
is in the
noticed.
building with his belt.
Nobody
All right.
noticed. Nobody noticed, bro.
Listen, you might want to hide that Zuffa belt, bro, because va pa echar bochorno. You're gonna go through an embarrassing moment.
That was crazy, bro.
Because it's just the world is not going to accept that. So how
You're
long
right,
do you
man.
invest? Okay, I'm just saying. Look hypothetically. I'm thinking like if I was Edgar Berlanga, where's the end game to this? To most
Well, if he
shit
wins
I've
a
done
three,
in my
if he
life,
wins,
there's an end game where I want to see myself or be. Where's the payoff?
so these guys in Zuffa,
Yep.
right? If they excel and do great things, there's Riyadh season, right?
Okay.
So that's where they'll end up. So if you got a Berlanga that wins his next 3 fights decisively, like in a good fashion, you might see him in a big payday fight on Riyadh season.
So he's going to be on Riyadh season while they're dropping bombs around him?
Well, you don't have to have Riyadh season in Saudi
Okay.
Arabia. You can have it anywhere.
All right. Because
That's just what I call it because
yeah.
that's
So I just want to see the
his
where they're going with this, with the Sufa man, and
It's gonna
was this
take
the
time
right
for the
move?
for the champions to be notarized.
Was
It's
this
gonna
the
take
right
time.
move?
It's
I
gonna
mean,
take time for the
okay,
champions.
guys,
Yeah, to people to recognize. Oh, Zuffa champion. It's gonna take time. It's
listen.
gonna
The rest of us that are here, we're older, okay? And I'm just asking you, gentlemen, a question right now. Do you think, out of all the fights Richard and Edgar has there, will they get the respect from the rest of the boxing world that considers themselves in real boxing? So no matter how many people they beat, fight, whoever they get, maybe they might get some big names, but it's like leaving there. It's kind of like coming out of pro box, wouldn't you say? Would it have the
well,
same
not really.
value or less or more?
I think more
More?
because
Okay.
yeah, well, it depends, right? So if they start signing bigger names,
Correct.
you're gonna have better
Correct.
fights. You know what I mean? And you don't even have to have a big name. You have to just have a good resume. Like if you have a loss, but you fought well against a big
Yeah.
name.
And it seems
You
like
know what I
Robert
mean?
Garcia is all in, huh?
Yeah, he's all
He's
in.
got a lot of fighters coming through, so
Wild card boxing.
yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. So just this past fight, you saw what's his name? Jesus, I lost my train of thought. What's his name? The trainer, Pacquiao's trainer. What's his name
Oh,
again?
Roach.
Roach. Yeah, Roach was there.
Yeah.
Roach managed, coached Kane Sandoval, who fought my nephew.
Yep.
You know, so he's been there, and I've been in Vegas many times, and every time I'm there for Zuffa, he's there,
Mm.
Roach. So You go look at the merchandise they're selling. They have wild card merchandise
Wow.
in Zuffa. So they're all in. I don't know if they're partners or some investment in it, but they're there. You know, and they breed boxers. So, you know.
Zender with it with the what? With the distance control and the straight control will give the Philly style a huge issue. Yes, Boots is athletic, but you can look at in a way Fulton. Yeah, that's a good point right there. And Foster versus Fulton. That's another good point right there. Yeah, distance control is key. Now, that's the thing that I was saying that I wasn't sure that Jerron Boots Ennis was gonna look as fast as he did at 147 against Xander. And all of a sudden he was just gonna make Xander look slow. I think that both these guys are the kind of fighters that like to prove themselves and fight. Jerron Boots Ennis is a really good, skilled fighter. I'm no fool of who Jerron Boots Ennis is, and I'm very aware of the challenge that is ahead. But there is no point in hiding now. Jerron Boots Ennis and Xander Zayas, that is a done deal. We're going to see each other in New York. So, whether what side, what style, or how you see the fight, thank you for tuning in. Thank you for sharing what you see in the fight. We have to keep boxing alive, and most importantly, we must support our rivals. Respect our rival, respect our competition. Because without Jerron Boots Ennis, we don't got a special fight. And without Xander, we don't have a special fight. That's what makes these fights very special. So thank you to all the gentlemen. Mr. Miyagi, thank you for your super chats. Thank you for everybody that came in, the panel, everybody in the chat. For me to you guys, I'm going to say good night, and I'm on to the next one after this one here at Round One Sports Talk. Thank you. Peace. Oh, my man left before I got to say goodbye to him, but peace. Good night, gentlemen. See you guys tomorrow. Same bad channel, same bad time.